Gotta switch it up for you guys real quick.
Know that we own it. What are these feelings? Can we control them?
Chad, how y'all feeling today? We starting off with something new. This is the same old show, baby. We starting off with something new. Unwelcome your thoughts off the hip. Y'all gonna hear the same song, but let's give life to something new. Rock with us for a second. Oh.
We're always told stand up in what we believe in. But when we stand, they push us right back down. Tell us we're not qualified. I'm reaching the moment. Know that we own it. What are these feelings? Can we control them?
It sounds like this is made for Jay Uso tonight.
The moment. Know that we own it. What are these feelings? Can we control them? But I'm in the V and I'm rolling up some green. I paid for it all, I got the right to steam. When I break it down, I'm getting all of the cream. I pop them, they shock it, shaking, do the shoulder lean. Yes, the boy is hot, so they listen to my V2. Tracks been knocking, you can listen to the preview. If you don't clarity, don't understand what's a V2. That's the second verse and my bars is illegal. I'm on your ass like a pair of EV-suits. I twist the metal, but me, I ain't no sweet tooth. If the boys catch me, I say I didn't mean to. But you give directions and where they gonna meet you. Mad cause they ain't part of money that's pouring in. They just as fake as a Showtime porno is. I be going hard, I be double overdosing it. I'm reaching the moment.
Oh yeah, baby.
Know that we own it.
We are officially in February.
Can we control them? Never been, never get all the sins coming with it. And the ones I call friends is pushing and pushing, leading me into the deep end. And we be creeping and floating and landing. It's reading and scanning for what we believe in. Standing, I'm reaching the moment. Know that we own it. What are these feelings? Can we control them?
Chad, come on, baby. You know we got to bring y'all in with the proper intro now. I appreciate y'all taking that time to listen to the vibes. We gonna have the link for them songs coming out
I'm
soon,
reaching
man.
the moment.
But y'all already know we got the QR code for this next song. I gotta put this at 100. We going at 100. Y'all see the number on the screen, y'all. We got the lines active and open. Be patient with us.
Whether it's in the bloodline or corporate, walk me out there with a big smile, no hand over officers. Hold on, wait. They lost the script. We got some shooters. It's off the hip.
Appreciate the love. We see everybody coming in.
Chilling at the head of the table where the boss is sitting, stunning everything in sight. Whether it's in the blood.
Appreciate everybody out there on X. Come on, y'all know what time it is.
Hold on, wait. I think they lost the script. We got some shooters.
Last time it sounded like somebody kicked my dog.
Chilling at the head of the table where the boss is sitting, stunning everything in sight. Whether it's in the bloodline or corporate, walk me out the arena, big smile, no handcuffed by officers. Hold on, wait. I think they lost.
Beautiful people, welcome in.
I love you.
5, 2. Let's go, man. Unwelcome your thoughts off the hip, baby. It feels good to be here on a Monday night. Does it feel good to be alive on a Monday night in Cleveland, Ohio?
And like I told you before we went on the air, with what we witnessed in the last 48 hours, what a weekend for sports. Good Lord. You got stuff popping off in the boxing world, the professional wrestling world, the NBA, boxing, MMA, UFC, you name it. You look around every corner, nook and cranny. Something is popping off, shocking the motherfucking world.
That's right. That is right. I mean, Listen, like you said, just to go off of what you were saying, piggyback. I didn't get to watch the fight, but while we in the middle of our show, did you see O'Shea Jackson? Did you see his reaction? Did you
Man, oh
get to
man.
see it? That was beautiful. I felt like that was like that's like when you broke the news to me. We gotta go clip that moment because that's like when you told me, and I'm sitting there like, huh? No,
No. Pull up that picture that you saw when I was live on TikTok. That face. You know the one I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. That one right there. That's the face that the whole world had when stuff was going off left and right. Like, huh?
bruh.
What?
Not on Royal
Someone
Rumble
check my
night.
pulse. What's going on? This is not real.
Listen, and I'm gonna be honest. There's a lot of interviews I gotta get into. They treated WrestleMania. I mean, listen, I said they treated WrestleMania. They treated Royal Rumble like it was WrestleMania with the amount of interviews that came out after this
Before, after,
and after.
some
Oh,
during.
Media Row was there. Media Row was out. Who
And
are we?
also, let's not forget, we are entering the week of the Super Bowl. We
Oh
also
man.
have a massive UFC pay per view this weekend. So, man, as if last weekend was hot, oh, this is only the beginning, boys.
Woo! It's getting hot. Getting
Ugh,
hot.
I got chills already, man.
Need some gloves on to touch them things, man. Everything's hot
Woo!
in the kitchen. Coming through hot. If you ever worked in the kitchen, y'all, you gotta announce it when you coming through hot. Or you coming
Coming in
through
hot,
corner sharp. Corner
hot
sharp.
potato.
Yeah. God, things are getting hot, man. I'm not gonna lie. I really enjoyed tonight's episode of Monday Night Raw. And I went into it with a fucking clear mind. I wasn't okay, I wasn't too enthusiastic when my superstar didn't win. Right?
But that's okay.
That's okay. I enjoyed the whole Rumble though. Like the men's Rumble, even the tag team, whatever else the show had to offer, I enjoyed it. So tonight was beautiful seeing Jay get choked up out there.
And hold on, real quick.
Whew.
Before we get into that, I would be remiss if I didn't bring up something else that happened this weekend that around this time last year, let's not forget, one of the biggest musical beefs of this generation, let alone the last 30 years, had sparked. The seeds have been planted. We saw, for those of you who don't know, Kendrick was raking in Grammys left and right.
Yeah, man. Record of the year, song of the like. I thought those were the same things. It didn't even make sense.
You got Mustard that's so proud of the song and the work that they did for that joint. He's just taking it all in.
Shout out to Beyonce getting the country. Know what I'm saying? What was it? The Grammy, right? The country
Yeah,
Grammy,
yeah.
best country album. Shout out to her doing that. She legit looked shocked. That's a dope moment for her. So it was a lot of dope stuff going on over the weekend. I ain't gonna lie.
And also, I'm glad that as I predicted, we did get a tribute to the late great Quincy Jones. Now, for those that may not know, back in the day, you he was Khaled, Scott Storch, Dre, all in one.
For sure, for sure. Rest in peace, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Another legend. You got to see the family of Jay partying over the weekend. Zilla,
Oh man,
Rakesh, Big Keish.
did,
No,
oh
that's what it's
did you
about. I'm
did
not
you
even
did
gonna
you
lie.
happen to catch well, Michael. So real quick, just to set the table, Michael Cole was on Pat McAfee show today, as were many individuals. We'll get to that later on if there's time. But Cole was in person. They had Jay Uso doing basically a media tour. He popped up for the show, and he had mentioned that he had ran into Rikishi at the hotel as basically everyone was winding down for the evening, and he was in tears. He cried when it happened. He's proud of his son, and like I told you off air, like the story of the bloodline, in my opinion, was never about Roman and the tribal chief will follow that. That may have been the face of it, but the real story was the ascension of main event Jey Uso, the rise to being the main event, and I feel like that's been what the story is all about. Because think about it, he was forced to join the bloodline against his will. Essentially, he was the first to branch off and rebel against Roman on several occasions. He's the first to leave. And once he left, we saw the meteoric rise that many have
I,
saw.
I I don't think he was the first to rebel, but everything else you got. I think Jimmy was a little bit. Cause
Mm,
remember, to your credit, he was being forced in, and Jimmy was trying to remind him, like, bro, you're not his right hand. You're not his. You know what I'm saying? Like Jimmy, but then they flipped it, and Jimmy fell in line. So I guess all of that was quickly forgotten. Like, you know what I'm
right.
saying? Hmm.
But again, but just to see where he was, where he is, and
Oh,
even like I told you off air, like to me, one career that I think would respectfully parallel his would be, let's just say, call for what it is, the great Jeff Hardy.
hmm.
Everyone always held him at this pedestal right here, and everybody wanted to see him thrive and all that. It's just, again, we all have our vices and our demons. And he even said not too long ago that had he kind of took better care of himself, that he would have been as big, if not bigger, than John Cena, which I think is a fair assessment given how talented he is and was. What I'm getting at is people look at Jey Uso that same way, like, yeah, Jimmy was the entertainer, but we always want to know what you can do.
Mm.
Like you and I joke about with many folks in AW, everyone does the same shit. But what separates you from the pack? And though Jimmy may be the same person, Jay has ultimately molded himself into something that's completely different. Like he said at the start of the pandemic when it was him versus Roman in the Thunderdome days. You want to know what they told me? Which twin are you? That's no longer the case. And he did that on his own.
Hmm.
So again, like I don't understand the slack he's been getting. Yeah, you can argue the way he's been presented. Yeah, you can argue Saturday main event, but you cannot deny the fact that this man has earned every inch of land that he's gotten out of this.
No, I could see that too, though. That's why ultimately it's like I'm happy for him. I just hope they don't squander like in whatever sick universe. Let's say he goes on and lose. I mean, even like to be real, like Gunther wasn't holding back no punches with his promos either, like with what he was saying.
True.
And he was kind of playing in. I guess he must have been seeing what folks were saying over the weekend, or somebody must have fed him the bullet points. But like he was hitting on some of the things. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm gonna be honest. It's like let's just play. I want to play a little game right here where it's like if he chooses not to go for Gunther because he know he lost to him already, and he goes for Cody and beats Cody. It's like do the fans feel like now do we want to see him what he could have did against Gunther, knowing that he won now? Like you know what I'm saying? It's that game like because I feel like kind of what you alluded to. We seen him lose to Gunther at Saturday Night Main Event, so I think that's what the folks are afraid of and how he lost. Like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. When you pin somebody up like that, the way that Rhea Ripley pins people up, you know what type of message that sends. It's like I just dogged your shit. Like two power bombs, yeah, hold this. You getting pinned like this, gang. Like it is what it is. He puts everybody else out with a sleeper as of late, or tries to.
But when he feels like taking you out, he gonna powerbomb you and ragdoll you like a
I like that.
sunbitch.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Cause that is a point of emphasis for him too. Like I'm done
When
playing.
when
We
you when
getting
you
this
get him
over with.
when you get him past that level of timing, because again he knows he can. There's very few that can match his energies physicality wise. So that's probably why he almost it seems like he goes for a sleeper. Almost like he's spitting in your face saying you're not worthy of me putting hands on you.
Yeah, like I could just fiend you out and
You are so easy that I don't need to beat you up. I can put you out just by holding you.
mm. So how'd you feel about like the presentation of Jay Uso coming out tonight? They did wonderful letting him just rock with the crowd.
They let the moment breathe because again
Yeah.
everyone want Triple H knew that after Saturday night the WWE universe wanted as much as they want. Like I told you before, he. It's almost like he asked the universe, "Hey, what if I make Jay the guy? How do you guys feel?" And what did I say? The fans looked at him in return and says, "Absolutely, we will happily back you." So now, especially because they've seen the work the last 5 years, so once he went out there, Triple H wanted to allow the fans to properly adore him and give him the love that essentially that he's been yearning for. He's got that sense of appreciation. He knows that he's a dude and he's one of the top guys now, and the people needed to show their appreciation.
Mm.
Especially, this is what almost got me choked up is when they looked at the camera, the crowd's basically chanting, play it, running back, whatever. So he's telling, all right, let's run the song back again, and they got louder.
Oh yeah, they got louder.
Like again, like I said, I haven't seen anything like this level of love since maybe like Batista or Eddie Guerrero when Eddie beat Brock 20 years ago. You almost never see this level of love that he got tonight.
Now I could agree with that, and it was beautiful again. Like I wasn't mad at how the show started. I was captivated to see where it went. Um, the only thing, like I said, Gunther running him down a bit. I feel like for me, Jay just coming off of a strong, shocking Roy Rumble win. I'm not a fan. I don't care if it's him. It could have been anybody. Charlotte Flair too. I'm not a fan of this. Oh, I'm gonna speak to somebody this day, and they trying to really like long stroke the.
Okay, so the Charlotte one, we'll get to that later, but I have quite a bit to say about that segment as a whole.
I feel that, and to me, I'm gonna just say it. The Cody and Jay, and that would make sense for Jay to explore that option. The Charlotte Flair coming to Raw to like basically do what? Like the
Well, again,
promo, the back and forth was I enjoyed it actually though. I enjoyed her saying like it was a slick rebuttal. I don't know if that was off the top or a plan, but her telling Rhea like you coming out here, that's telling me you still a kid. Like you know what I'm saying? And Rhea telling her like that's where you underestimated me because I respect you. Now I'm gonna have to beat the respect out of you. And
eh,
Charlotte's still like, oh, I'm gonna go to NXT.
I mean, I can see why folks feel that Rhea versus Charlotte is a safe choice. I let's get into that segment right now because we can always piggyback back to the Jey
Mm-hmm.
Uso stuff. But with this, with that segment, that portion of it, I like the idea of Charlotte teasing. Hey, maybe I'll go challenge Julia. I hear I hear she's one of the top ones. I want to see what she's all about because again, that to me that tells us okay, we have to stop looking at NXT as a developmental because again, if you got Charlotte Flair wanting a shot at an NXT championship, does that not consider that almost like a third brand?
I feel like she teased that before.
But again, she's done it. Bailey's done it. Becky's done it. If your three top women have no problem going back down there and testing the merit of the current generation to see where they stand, to me that puts notoriety in the division. So again, it's not so much developmental because they're utilizing these pieces that are
But
looked
it's
at
not main
in
roster
a such
either
level of
though.
limelight, and they're going down there and they're creating moments. This is no longer developmental. Love it or hate it, folks. Like they finally have a third brand.
Yeah, but it's still not main roster brand in their eyes. Like
But
until them
again,
contracts switch,
but what they're testing the water is will the people accept as a third brand if you have like I said, say a stand and deliver, we get Julia versus Charlotte. That could be a possibility.
I think
And
people would fucking hate it.
wouldn't that put some notoriety on NXT though?
I
In the
don't
grander
know.
scheme of things,
If anybody's in the chat, do y'all want to see that? Charlotte
I,
versus
and
Julia? Like y'all active
I'm
out there? Let us know what y'all think.
can you imagine what stock it would do for Julia if her first like major PLE Mania weekend she gets a victory over Charlotte Flair?
That's how I
Imagine
feel
that.
like. To be honest, I'm kind of I don't want to see Charlotte versus Rhea.
Like I
Only
said,
because
it's a safe choice. I get it, but again, I think we're agreeing. A matchup with Julie or even the matchup with Tiffany,
I'm with
those
the
are your
Tiffany
money
stuff.
matches. Tiffany is the money match.
But I hate to bring real life into this, but I got to do it because we part of covering all what is all in the world of wrestling.
Don't you be nice about this if I know if you're
I'm
going where I
not
think
gonna
you're
be
going.
nice. Nope. Does Charlotte Flair and Andrade having a divorce indicate Charlotte Flair might be on Raw and
Hmm.
keep them separate?
Yeah, I don't think that was by coincidence.
And it wasn't by
Because,
coincidence how
also,
that news popped out, and then we get this announcement of Charlotte on Raw tonight.
but also let's go to this side of that coin real quick. Here's why I don't think it's by coincidence. Because think about it. Way back when and during the peak Rumble days, what did the winner do? They popped up on all shows. They want to get a look at all champions. Remember, it's their choice. So
Mm-hmm.
I think we're going back to that finally. I'm
Yeah.
hopeful that that's what it is. Hopefully maybe she will end up on SmackDown and challenge Tiffany. But again, wise man once said, you never mix business with personal. Let's hope that this was purely just coincidence that again, it's like the days of old. The Rumble winner, they want to get a look at everybody.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, like my thing to be fair for me is like it's not that much time anymore. Like,
And also,
before
let's play devil's advocate real quick. Say the next time we see John Cena, whether it be a Raw or SmackDown, what if we see Nikki Bella on that same show? Do the same questions apply?
I don't know. This is just some things that we look into as fans. You know, it's been a couple instances like they had them at the Rumble in the same night. Nikki Bella and Cena, right?
Yeah, they were both there.
Mm-hmm. But that's why I had to ask the question, like, is there any indication? Because I think prior to this announcement of the divorce, everybody kind of chalked it up as a safe. Oh, Andrade's on SmackDown. Charlotte's going to SmackDown
It's the same reason why people feel Zelina went to SmackDown
to manage Andrade
or to wait for her
for
husband to come back.
Aleister Black.
But again, hmm, when was the last time we seen Zelina Andrade together?
It's been since he got fired, basically, or since he left. I don't know if he got fired or left, but he they haven't been on TV since he's come back, since he's returned.
Pre-pandemic.
Yeah, like yeah, before he went to AEW, that was their last time together.
Hmm. Or because again, I'm wondering if given the current individuals on SmackDown, the chemistry that they had in NXT, given the time apart, could it still work today? Because because you have Santos and Electra doing something similar. Only difference is Electra looks like she can actually whoop someone's ass.
You know what's my? I think obviously in WWE, wins and losses don't matter. It's the story they putting on, but it don't help when a certain person is just taking so many losses and not even just losses, but in championship situations. It's like Kevin Owens. Like I seen tweets people saying, "Oh, how many championship matches he's gonna be in and lose?"
Maybe at the time decide about them because again, with most champions that they have, they want to see if there's longevity because the longevity, say especially with the U.S. or the IC belt, the longevity with that determines whether or not they feel you're worthy enough of competing for the big gold. Whether the company feels that they can get some mileage out of you at the top of the mountain.
And I think Andrade could always give you a good match. So that's like, you know what
But
I'm
but
saying?
again,
For me,
but if you notice
that's not even a
again,
question.
that division is so thick. He just hasn't had his actual turn yet because it's been about getting Melo over. It's about getting LA Knight over. It's about seeing if Shinsuke is still the dude.
That is true too.
And also, forget Andrade just came back from injury.
And we
So again,
got
let's let him get
Jimmy,
to seeing that he's back too.
and we got Big Jim on the rise over there. I
And
don't know
and,
what they
and
plans for
again,
him.
I'm sure they're definitely see what you got out of him as well.
Jacob over there, like,
Or Tama.
hmm Braun Strowman. At any moment they decide they want to like separate him from just putting people over.
Maybe Solo.
Mm-mm,
Maybe Randy.
mm-mm.
Again, I said there's a lot of names, and like we said, Triple H focuses more on who's putting the work in. And right now, yes, Andrade is putting the work in. So, and it's not going unnoticed. The opportunity will come. Again, the game that the game likes to play is how bad do you want
How'd you feel
it?
about like Jay's and Gunther's? My bad to cut you off in your wisdom. I just wanted to know because that's what's picking
Oh,
my
I was
brain.
segueing
Like,
right back to that.
yeah, like, cause I really want to. I feel like Jay did not look convincing as a competitor. He looked convincing as a yes, we happy for you and the underdog. But in that moment, and Gunther in front of him, it kind of went back just a little bit.
You see, I feel he did fine. It seems more like Gunther was trying to force it.
Yeah, it felt like he was trying to OD. I'm not gonna lie.
And again, if this was any other week, if this was say the weekend before Elimination Chamber, maybe it's a different reaction. But this was one of those like had Gunther not come out and he just cut like a little 5 second thing with Jackie Rabbit or Kathy Kelly, I just fine with it. This felt unnecessary to me. Just
And
let
then
Jimmy have his moment, cut the break or whatever, and then onward.
you you know what it was for me too? It was that moment when Jay was about to start talking and Gunther ain't let him get nothing off. Like Jay
Yeah,
kind of picked up the mic like he wanted to say something, and Gunther just jumped right at him like,
yeah, that's it. He was forcing everything. It's like I get it, but uh, it's like, do you have to come out every week, Gunther?
and then it kind of
And this is
it,
this,
it
this is why I feel that he's kind of stuck without Ludwig right now. Yes, Gunther's not bad on the mic, but let's be honest. The master with the gift of gab is Ludwig. It's not Gunther. Gunther doesn't
like
need to talk.
even down when Gunther says, "Oh, this match for me at WrestleMania, it's
It
not
does nothing for me.
appealing." Yeah, it does nothing
And
for me.
again, like I said, why come out here and say that? Just do that behind the scenes or backstage.
Yeah,
There's
that
no
was
point. There was no point you coming out saying this.
yeah, cause then that's something I think we kind of privately discussed or we might have said on there, but not to be disrespectful. It's just like, okay, who's the better one for him, Cody or, and then we'll say Cody because of other things. But Gunther just went out there and just tried
Well,
to sonic boom him.
well,
He tried to give him
but
one.
again, let's address something that we kind of didn't really go into leading up to the Rumble. There were a few reasons as to why everybody was calling for Cody as opposed to Gunther. And it's not because he's more physically imposing, it's because they see no money in fighting Gunther.
Mm.
And again, this goes back to the joke that Rock and Roman started. Like, why should we challenge for second place? Because it's on Netflix? That's it? Like, let's call a spade here.
What can they realistically do this shit to bring the prestige of that championship up there?
You got to get it on Roman. That
Mm.
either that or Punk. Rollins can only do so much with it, and he did everything he could. Punk and Roman are your best bets to see what you have out of that championship. They might be the only ones right now that can get something out of that championship. And again, Roman, you essentially this is kind of your fault. It's not a Vince issue. It's not a Triple H issue. It's you because of how you kind of set the table, and then Rock, you're equally as guilty because you doubled down on it.
Mm-hmm.
So now you're gonna have to go win second place, and let's see if you can recreate that magic that you had on SmackDown. We know you can. It's just we want to see you do it.
That's gonna be interesting. So you think they're gonna do the swap where like Jay goes to SmackDown and Roman just stay on Raw?
Oh, they'll both be on Raw right now in their story. This is where you want them together
Mm-hmm.
because they should be competing for that. Because again, right now the story is Jay is Roman's equal. That's the book we're on right now in this series. So now instead of chapter, each section is its own book.
I'm not gonna lie, too. This may be the position he could finally say he won the same Rumble that Roman was in. You know what I mean? He outlasted Roman.
Or again, like they touched on, he was the fifth member in the family to become IC champion, and he's the fourth member of the family to win the Rumble.
Mm.
The other three men that won the Rumble also ended up becoming champion. Well, Jay follows suit. Destiny.
That's crazy.
Little fun fact for you guys. Like I say, I study all the little things because that's what I'm most fascinated in. Because again, yes, it may be scripted or whatever, but again, if you think about it, there's still history behind what the story that's being told before us.
Oh yeah. And it takes a certain type of magic to make the stars fall in place. You know what I'm saying? Make
Yeah.
everything fall in line. Like,
And like I said, the reason why I don't count like a Daniel Bryan or something like that as the love that Jay's been getting is because with Danielson, it was more of a rebellion. This is, hey, how do you I want him to be the guy. How do you guys feel about him? They're like, we're riding with you. Let's go. Let's see the magic. You don't see that. You really don't see that in any promotion where someone gives you someone and then it's especially at least in the crowds, it's like 100% in agreement. Say, yeah, we want him to be the guy, and you're seeing that in every city, in all parts of the world.
yeah, that's huge right there. You can't deny that.
Yeah.
And Jay is having a phenomenal run right now. Like, honestly, the way they cooled off Roman Reigns, like, there's not really like they keep going to this little favor with Paul Heyman and stuff like that. Like, the more that it just makes that feel like a pipe dream favor. Like how, the more time goes on, it make it feel like, bro, how is Paul Heyman gonna have the power to put unless he's working with The Rock and gets The Rock to make that move. But how does Paul Heyman, if he got no
Well,
power to
well,
do anything?
let's remember, Paul Heyman has historically leached himself to either the highest bidder or who he feels is the most dangerous person at the time. Now he could easily go with Rock. He could go with Punk. He could bail that and go to Braun. Could you imagine if he goes with Jacob?
Mm, that'd be crazy. I,
And no matter which way it goes, Heyman will make it work. But a part of me feels like the favorite is Roman might get screwed, but
mhm.
also maybe the favor is whenever Rock or whenever Roman gets Cody, Punk is automatically in that match, if assuming it's for the belt. So the next time Roman gets a shot, he gets a shot too.
I'm starting to think. I'm starting to think it's. I'm starting to think it's helped CM Punk just win to get the main event because the way CM Punk looked at Paul Heyman at the end made me feel like,
He's cashing it sooner than later.
or something was supposed to happen in that Rumble to ensure that Punk won. And
Like I said, he
or
got
like
he got his pride to blame for that one.
yep. It's a lot that's to be made of that favor. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how I feel about that anymore, but I
I got
love the
another one.
storytelling.
What if say Punk wins a championship opportunity against one title? What if and say Roman has a title for one night and Punk's got the other one? Maybe the favor is Punk ends up doing double duty and
Mm.
tries to win both championships.
I'm
Again,
thinking now. I'm
there's a lot
thinking
of ways you
now.
can go with this.
I'm thinking now since he qualified into the elimination chamber, the favor might have to do with Paul Heyman helping him win that thing now. Like I don't want to have to jump to every conclusion and feel that way, but it's just hard for me to believe that they're gonna wait for the last second to try to insert Punk with this. Oh yeah, just triple threat because Paul Heyman said so.
Well, but then again, like again, it could who knows what it could be, but the way Punk works, the way Triple H works, and it's one of those. Every time we think we solved the question, he changed or got the answer. He changed the questions.
Hmm.
So and he's got a brain like Heyman, so I can only imagine that what the path of this will be.
Let's move ahead to the next match though, cause I thought I was gonna be a little bit more hype for this match, Penta versus Ludwig, and
After what I saw on Saturday, I need to see a lot more out of Ludwig.
yo, Ludwig did some weird shit out there. I don't know if, and this is where I was talking to my wife, and I'm like, look, I looked at her and I'm like, yo, do you think because of that Jay Uso, them running his shit, like, did that affect that match somehow? And I only say that because there was a moment when they both flew out to the outside. Penta just hit offense on Ludwig, and Ludwig kind of like, I don't want to say he no sold it, but he kind of did. He kind of just started to get up, go to the apron, went in the ring. I don't know if you caught this. He yelled out to Penta, "Vamos!" I don't know if you caught that. Like he yelled something out to Penta so Penta could get his ass back in the ring. And I'm like, this shit feels a little rushed right here. Like,
Ladies and gentlemen, I have homework tonight.
yeah, bro. It felt, yo, it was something weird about when they went to the outside towards the rampway, and then Ludwig just kind of rushed his way back into the ring. Then they got into some more weird offense in there. But I say this, I don't put it on Pensa as much as I put it on Ludwig. I felt like Ludwig was trying to carry that match too much. You see how everybody else Pensa's been in the ring with, been able to carry him with this WWE transition he's having? Feel like Ludwig tried to do too much here.
Ludwig was definitely overzealous, in which again he wants to prove that he's worthy of being in the likes of the IC picture. I get that. I thought he should be up there too because of what we could see out of him, but now he's trying too hard. You gotta breathe, chill, and just stop overthinking shit.
Yeah, no, I
But
felt that something wasn't
honestly,
organic out there.
but honestly, with how much we've seen Penta and how little we've seen Ludwig, this is just like one of those just bad matchups. This kind of did nothing for either one of them.
Eh, And you know why? I feel like they already, in my opinion, they already tested Penta with the selling. He doesn't have to do this over the top selling when like Ludwig did something. Ah,
Let's see who
just
who who,
too.
who else we got who that's on Raw that we don't really see used too much. You could have had him against one of the maybe a Joaquin Wilder or something from LWO, have him squash him real quick because after what we saw last week, we're building towards Benta versus Braun.
I'll be honest. I think him and Xavier Woods could even cook.
No, but I'm saying if because like last week we got the stare down, correct?
Well, him and Ludwig, yeah.
No. When did we get
Oh,
the stare down between?
Braun Breaker, you talk about?
Yeah, with
Yep.
Braun and Penta. When it was last week we got
That was
that
the
stare
week,
down, right?
yeah, the week before the Rumble.
Yeah. So this week you could have had Penta versus one like either like Joaquin Wilder or someone from LWO have do a little squash match to where Braun looks at him like, okay, you have my attention. Just follow up on that story because we need to build both because Braun's already a killer. We were slowly inkling towards having Penta like that, and today we kind of like went this way a little bit.
Yeah, because they went the comedic route where I don't know if you picked up on it. Ludwig got eliminated quick in that Royal Rumble, so Penta kept throwing him out the ring, like, and it
Now,
was clever, but after a while, it started to feel a little repetitive, like,
honestly, if this is the route they were gonna go with, Otis would have been the best bet because at least with Otis, when he fires back with Penta, you'll get some kind of physicality in return. If that's the route they were trying to go, that would have been much better. And again, one, it would have did a little bit of help for Otis as well. But you still would
but
have kept that positive trajectory for Penta.
but as we see, I think they might have something else in store for Braun Breaker. That's why I don't think they probably lined him up with Penta. It's looking like they about to send AJ Styles his way, maybe.
And that's going to be a very fun matchup
Mm.
because again, I believe I said before the Rumble, Adam Pearce is going to pull some bullshit that we're going to get a last minute trade. Now the question is, did Nick Aldis want somebody in return? We shall see this Friday. But the phenomenal one is on Raw, and I am salivating at the fact that when we see AJ Styles versus Braun Breaker, I don't give a damn who wins that one. Us fans are going to be the real victors of that match.
I'm not gonna lie, it's been such a while. AJ Styles versus anybody over there on Raw is gonna cook to me.
This is going to be one of those student and teacher moments for Braun.
I feel like I've seen AJ on SmackDown for so long
Forever.
now. Yeah.
No, grant he has been injured as well, but still, it's like it's gonna be it's nice to see AJ Styles again
And
with the old music.
yeah, he was looking great out there when he showed up at the Rumble. So I feel confident that he gonna cook up. It'd be interesting to see though. Like, I mean, I wouldn't consider putting AJ in the mid card. I feel like that's a good person. Like, you might want to keep up when, but I guess the J stuff is 2 months. So this is something for Gunther to, I mean, for Braun Breaker to do right now.
Or like I said, it's another litmus test for Braun just because AJ is just as good as wrestling, and AJ can get him some deep waters.
Yeah.
And if we go to the deep waters route again, that's where we see the more the longevity and the intestinal fortitude of a Braun Breaker. Because again, we've seen him just have flash knockouts here and there, but let's see how long that gas tank can go. And you can't, and there ain't much folks with a bigger gas tank than AJ Styles there. Because AJ can go 75 minutes, still be bright eyed and bushy tailed.
What'd you make of the backstage segment with the Judgment Day tonight?
I don't know how I feel about them anymore.
I ain't gonna lie, I did like how Finn was coming off with some like intensity for his man JD playing off the real injury. Like,
which I mean, ain't no real injuries. I mean, he got broken ribs,
yeah, like you know what I'm
but still, it's
saying?
like that part I like. But overall, aside from the JD stuff, I don't know how I feel about the faction. Like, I don't know if I feel they've run its course. I don't know if they've hit a ceiling. They're in a weird spot for me right now.
They lost I mean not they megastar, but they lost they two powerhouses in Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest.
And where honestly, I feel they went wrong was adding Carlito and Raquel.
Yeah.
Had it just been Dom, Finn, and Liv and JD, it'd have been just fine.
Yeah, the adding Carlito stuff was like it really had no payoff because that was Dom just making the move to do what? Like what did Carlito add to anything?
Dom added his his homeboy.
Mm. And then I really
So
feel like that was just to get his pop site. Like it was like another power play. Like
yeah, that's what that was.
yeah, because Carlito was in the LWO. Let's fuck over Ray again.
Yeah, there was never a real plan for Carlito again. That's it. So he kind of not that he did anything bad or good or bad, but he didn't do anything good. But so it was just meh. And now he's just there, and kind of feel the same with Raquel. Now, if you just had the other four, I feel it would have been just fine once Rhea and Priest left because there was no need to add anybody else.
I feel like Liv Morgan shit is so watered down now that things aren't going great for them. Like I feel like everybody was on this Liv Morgan best wrestler of the year train, best this and that, and
And then it changed into if you listen to Finn, you win. And then they stepped away from that for a couple weeks, and now they're trying to get that back on track. And I don't know if it's working.
I mean, for me, I see with them, it's just you don't know what to prioritize. You don't know who got the biggest set of cojones, whether it's
Yeah,
fucking Finn or Liv. One like obviously we seen before, Rhea was no nigga. Even Damian Priest was like, "You got it."
yeah. You don't cross mommy.
He said, "Not the fucking gloves, Captain. The fucking gloves." We got a pair exclusive. You heard when they go like this, they say HD in them. You heard like the phenomenal one. You got to be on the lookout for that, chat. Come on, we got the exclusive merch dropping. You feel me? The other one, they got a razor blade in it. So just, you know what I'm saying, chat? Just eyes. Look at the eyes.
I was told it was gonna be a cigar.
It could be whatever you want it to be. He gonna have some New Day gloves. The fucking cigar gonna pop out the glove somehow. Like he gonna have some fucking crazy shit.
That's what the thumb's for.
He got the thummies right there. Like he said, "Wee." Cap got the eyes though. He said, "Not the fucking gloves." Chill, gang. Yo, shout out to the Royal Rumble shirt we got on, man. You know, come on, baby. Cap is funny as hell. Yo, Cap, what you thought about like you seen Monday Night Raw tonight? What's the word with you? What you thought about? We are right now the segment we at. I'm pretty sure
Nah,
you heard
fuck
the
that. Cap,
live.
bring your ass in the studio right now.
Yeah, what you doing, man?
Vámonos. You ain't doing nothing anyways. Vámonos.
What's the word, player?
He said Lance Armstrong.
Yeah, nah. He was cheating. No cheating,
Hey,
just chiefing.
Eddie Guerrero made a living out of it. We lie, we cheat, we steal.
I'm screaming. We are in the motherfucking stream yard. I'm about to send it to your Discord. I just gotta open my Discord. I had to close. sent it, but yeah, chat. I don't know about Dom. I feel like I don't know. It's like a weird, like,
I'm gonna be honest. The only positive things I can say about Judgment Day, actually two things. One of them, the only one with a set of werewolves is JD McNoosh.
bro.
Yep. The other thing is the matching vest by Dirty Dom and Liv.
That shit cute.
It's clever. Dom, I'll give you that one.
That shit cute. I just feel like I don't know what's their intentions with Dom though. Like
Again, we know what the intention is. He is going to be this generation's Latino heat, and I'm okay
Latino,
with
he
it.
had gold though.
Hey, sometimes yes, but think about it. This man had women fighting over him. Like the gold was secondary.
Now I ain't gonna lie,
There he is.
in my lifetime, I ain't gonna lie. Eddie Guerrero was taking niggas' sons, taking niggas' championships. He wasn't even worried
That's what I'm
about the
telling you.
females no more.
I know folks want Vicky to
He was
manage him.
taking niggas'
Who said
sons,
taking
y'all
niggas'
heard?
son? I'm stuck on
Sons.
that one. Niggas crazy.
Word, he wasn't even taking niggas' girls, he was taking niggas' sons, which means he already took their
I'm your
girl.
papi
He
Dominic.
already took their girl. That already
Right.
happened. It's my son.
He's wild, yo.
Eddie was
So,
wilding on that shit, bro. I'm trying to tell you. Man, listen. I don't know. I felt like all these superstars though that had a I seen people talking online. Oh, why don't and I'm not saying Jay don't okay, Jay gets his moment. Why not another rising star get the other moment?
I mean,
like who?
uh,
Anybody, people who
Like
talk about LA Knight. I'm just saying the people that was coming up that they cooled down. Even your man Logan Paul, why not shock the world? Let him win one.
he's a scoundrel. That's not where he's
They,
gonna get it at.
bro, my problem is you have Gunther as your heel. He's not the best heel.
No, he's not.
Yes,
um,
he's
I,
dominant. Yes, he's
I,
dominant. But
I
even
feel
when Brock was dominant, he was the best heel. You seen him boombox Brock? Ah, I'm wilding. Like, what you mean? Like, I'm
well, well
trolling.
during that time the only other hill was Miz, but that's the Miz. But what I was gonna say real quick, it's funny. I mean, most of those fans, we always wish that the Rumble winner, or in the past, us fans will want the Rumble winner to be someone fresh, someone new, something a little different from the normal. We got that this go around.
Well, I for one am happy Jay won.
I'm cool with it now.
Uh, fuck
I
it.
told you, no,
Hey,
listen, full disclaimer.
show,
If they wasn't
show
here, I said
face
I
I
wanted
made.
my tribal chief. My tribal chief, Roman Reigns. I wanted him to win, yes.
It's too
But
easy though.
hold on. His cousin won. Do y'all think I'm that mad? His bloodline won.
Show the world that
I'm
face I
alright.
made again for the one time HD.
Come on, there you go. Like
Show him
right
that.
there.
Show him that face again. Show him that face I
Bro,
made real
I
quick.
got you. Hold on. Let me get that up for you right there. He had the befuddled face, Cap. Look, look at the
I,
befuddled wilderness look right there.
I, my
You can't
soul
see
had
it?
left
He
my
can't
body
see
and said,
it.
"What on earth just happened?"
Cap can't see it. He's looking around. Bro,
Got him.
he see it. Got to.
Again, the world had to know how I felt at that moment in time.
Nigga, all I know is I let out my infamous woo once my man Jay won, baby.
Yo,
Listen,
full
hey,
disclosure.
HD tell you though, I'm a Logan Paul fan, so you already know. Once I seen Logan Paul and Jay the last two, I was already
Oh
like,
no,
yeah,
no, no, no.
one of my boys is winning.
Nah. I gotta
What
put
was
the
your
full
reaction
disclosure
when
though,
Logan? Oh
bro.
no, real quick, Cap. What was your reaction at that moment when you saw that he eliminated CM Punk? Because that shocked the shit out of everybody.
Nah, that definitely was a shocker, but it's a shocker for me, but not because that's the type of heel that I want Logan to be. He needs to be the scumbag. He needs to be a pest. He needs to be the guy that everybody starts to look at like, all right, bro, like, yo, we need to do something with this
Bro, he's
motherfucker
a
because
natural heel. He doesn't
that's
want to
why
be liked.
And
That's
also,
why him doing it to CM Punk makes it so much better because
that's one of the top dogs right there.
Seth already don't really fuck with Logan. He done already had his rumble with Roman, and
Now
it was a good fucking match, bro.
and now you
Like,
got the prodigal son, CM
But
Punk.
you know what overshadows to me Punk getting thrown out by Paul was the fact that Punk sat there and told Kevin Owens, "Oh, I never lost to Logan Paul,"
But
and then
hey,
you get
hey,
like
karma's a
it
motherfucker.
right, like you know what I'm saying. So it's like,
But like
bro,
we said, shout out Gabriel should die trying. Probably get you killed.
this is why I hate to say it. To me, Logan Paul should be champion at some point soon.
I can see him and Jacob with gold by the end of the year.
Yeah, if they on opposite brands, they both should be champions at the same damn time. Just
listen,
based on
is
best heels, best heels.
all I know is I've
Kevin
been on
Owens
the.
is runner up right now because of what he's doing.
He needs to keep he needs to keep on that vicious shit right now. He needs to keep on
Cause what
that
he
that.
did tonight at the end of Raw, like Razor was telling me in the text message, what he did, I was watching even through the skip site.
Oh
Oh,
no. So on my end, when his shit came on, it was done perfectly. So I don't know if it was being if the glitches were by design.
Yeah.
Because this is
everybody's
week.
Nah,
shit was
that shit
skipping
was glitch.
different.
That shit was
No, no,
glitching on my side too.
no. Hear me out.
I
Because think
seen
about it.
Aaron's, his shit was worse than mine's.
Hear me out.
My shit did a little.
This is what week 5 of the Netflix era,
Mm-hmm.
Yup.
and now shit's happening. No, this is by design. Someone's coming.
Hey yo,
Shit.
Someone's on the way.
I mean, now they could put. Yo, listen, what happened at the? You seen the Triple H kickoff at the Royal Rumble? Some random music started playing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
It's
something's
just,
happening.
yeah, motherfuckers is just too lazy, too
No, 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 no,
comfortable.
no, no,
You said
no,
it. That Netflix back there, baby. They doing whatever.
no.
They doing whatever. They
No,
doing whatever.
but again, on the flip side, there's always a story within the story. So something could be happening. Someone could be on the way.
like
Because
who?
like I said, because it was only a certain parts of the show when it happened. The rest of the show was just
Nah,
fine.
I'm gonna be honest. That shit was happening the whole show from start to finish. It
Not for
just
me. For me,
happened
for me, it was
at
very.
weird times.
Now for me, it started happening towards the end.
It was twice. It seemed like it was a very calculated part of the show when it happened. So it's like to me, I think something could be on the way.
I
This
seen
was
a lot of
planned.
people on Twitter
Because
bitching about it too.
remember what we learned this weekend. One, Alexa Bliss is back, but two, she's going to be on Raw, and she got that goddamn Lily doll with her now, with the goddamn six on her face now. We still gonna get some Wyatt six fuckery on Raw. Best believe.
Oh yeah, we
This
still
could have
gonna
been one
get
of those
that.
teasers for it.
That can't be over.
Nah, I ain't jacking that.
It's a
Yo, they slipped.
possibility.
They slipped. What WWE menu you got, bro? They slipped them the Eddies. You heard, Cap?
He got
I
the
need
script. He got
that.
the script.
They slipped them the Eddies. You heard, gang? Like, I
Nigga got the
need
script.
that, gang.
Niggas reading off the pamphlet right now. You heard? Got the,
Yo,
nigga
he
got the
got Michael Cole's papers
they got the
right there.
teleprompter
I
right in
wish.
front of him.
I wish. I
Well,
said,
I
motherfucker,
wish too,
I would sell
man.
that
Like,
bitch on eBay right now.
shit. Nah, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I think that was nothing more than technical difficulties, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
I think it was by design.
At
You're
the end of the day,
optimistic ass
for
motherfuckers.
fandom, I really do hope it amount to something. I just think that shit was just a blunder.
But like I said, this is 5 weeks deep. Shit should the preset should already be there, so they just got to hit go and we're good.
Could
If
it
this
have
was
been this? Could it have been this? Jay Uso winning the Royal Rumble could have broke Netflix for them.
Mm.
Could that be a possibility?
honestly, given what I said at the start of the show, I can get behind that. That sounds
That's what I
on
feel.
that sounds logical because because like I said, the fact that they show so much love, yeah, you might be right on that one.
He might have broke Netflix for them, bro.
Nah, Jay's
G
pop
shit,
is unreal right now, bro.
And,
bro.
so
It
so
really
And
Cap,
then
is.
people texting at the beginning of the show, yo, his entrance is still going. Like people, yo, he got a new shirt. Like it's so much
He's
different.
he's getting that Cody Rhodes
Yo,
pop
no
in
no
the
no no no
sense
no
where
no 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 no.
he's coming out
He,
the
he's
first.
he's
the
got
fans are
the
pushing him into a championship, literally.
No. So Cap, let me ask you this real quick. So I don't know if you listened earlier. It's one thing that when we saw the Yes with Daniel Bryan, the
Mm-hmm.
rebellion of that. When
Mm-hmm.
was the last time you saw the company told the fan base, "Hey, I want this to be the guy. How do y'all feel?" And for everybody in unison to say, "Yeah, that's our guy too."
That's never happened, bro.
That's a
Bro,
that's impactful.
Jay's.
That's
That's what I'm
You
saying,
impactful.
never see that except for
bro.
maybe Eddie. The last time you saw that,
Jay's. That's what I'm saying, bro. Jay's push right now is unprecedented, bro. Bro.
yeah.
Like it's to the point where I get a lot of people arming behind the J movement, the Yeet and all that. They find it like
But again,
theatrical, comical, whatever the fuck you want. To First of all, is
They can't
wrestling.
say
It
that
is
now.
entertainment.
it's
It is
contagious.
You can't
entertainment.
say
That's
that
one.
now.
You know what I'm
Like
saying? It's entertainment. So we forget that part.
so what was this? Yes, yes,
But again, no.
yes.
But like I said,
Right. Right.
that was a rebellion.
Yeah.
Like I said,
Like
that's separate. That was a genuine rebellion.
This is the most
Jeff
organic
Hardy's
push.
was a rebellion.
This is the
This,
most organic push I've ever seen in
yeah,
WWE, bro. Like legit.
yeah. The only other one to think of is maybe Eddie and Batista. Those might
yo,
be the other ones,
Danny Bryan was rebellion, but it was forced by the fans. Cause that's the
right?
same dude that got kicked by Sheamus at WrestleMania for like a short ass
18 seconds.
victory. Yeah, like come on, bro. Like
Yeah, but this is like, hey, how do y'all feel about him being the dude? Everyone's like, let's go,
Yeah.
let's fucking
It,
go, let's go.
yeah. Yep. It was the yes was too loud.
yeah,
Like
cause it
dead
was in
ass.
the land of rebellions, like he said. It want to go against the grain of what Vince was feeding us, the land of the giants,
Mm-hmm.
all of the good stuff. You know what I'm saying? All the good jazz, like. But right now, it's a
Like
land where
we
everybody's
may
just be
never
them.
get this level of love ever again. Like
Nah,
you had the Austin pop. Now you don't get to have the Jey Uso pop.
this is
This,
strictly fan driven right
he's
here.
in that rarefied air right now. Because like I said,
Another
the
person that I feel can gradually fall into something like that too, like real shit, is Braun Breaker. With how
yeah
the fans react to him, like
he's
legitly,
getting
like
there. He's getting
yeah, like
there.
legitly, like as far as like how his pop is and the fans react, he's another one that if they
Yeah.
keep him on how he's going, bro, like
Even
he's
if he eats a couple L's, he ain't going nowhere.
right. His
That
stars on
momentum is too strong.
he's another one. Oh,
But but
and
but like
backtrack real
but
quick on Gunther. In order for Gunther to become the real heel that he needs to be like a JBL heel, my nigga. Like real talk. He
He
needs to be like
tries,
he's
he need
trying to.
he need
That's the
he needs
problem.
he needs
but
some.
and you can't
Mm,
do that shit in 2025 where you like blurring that line. He tried it with Damian Priest and tried to call him street trash. That shit ain't hit.
no,
That shit ain't
it
really
didn't.
hit.
It didn't. But part of it is because honestly, bro, as much as I know Dame, from New York, BX, my guy, and all that, bro. He don't really exude that street off of him
Yeah,
like
cause we
He's too
know
pretty.
Jacob
we
Fatu
really
does.
not
You
Too
know
saying
what I'm
he
pretty with
not
it.
saying?
from here, cause he from here, but so many years
He
removed,
he grew
it's
up in Puerto
hard
Rico
to
too, so it's different. Like he just don't
yeah.
give off that NY aura like that street aura. Jacob Fatu does.
Nah, I know what you mean for
You
sure.
know what I'm
Shout out
saying?
Rancho Cordova.
So that whole street street rat this that'll fall more in line with somebody like him. It'll
Hmm.
make more sense. I never liked that whole street rat angle that they try to go with because again, Damian Priest don't give me that street vibe,
Cause you
bro.
know why? Cause I know, like he's a Spanish dude that's for the females, bro. Like that was his thing when he came
That's
in.
it. It's always the pretty ones.
Yeah, he was the offer the archer of infamy. You know what I'm saying with the ladies in the club.
Hmm.
That was his thing in NXT, bro. And then he came up to the main roster. Vince made him smile, changed his whole shit.
Then he was
And
called bisexual Undertaker.
yeah, that was tough
They need
times
to
for
get
him.
him back on that vibe again too.
Just switch it up. Let again. He fancies him to be a fan of Reg Ramon. Let him rock the silk gear. Let him rock the Cuban link. Let him rock the gold pinky
Let
ring.
him really be a bad guy.
Let him throw a toothpick if he had to at somebody or
Just something
something.
like again. Let's he's an attractive man. So let him just rock with that.
The machismo facts.
There you go, right there.
Yep.
Some call it machismo, some call it the sazon, whatever you want to call it. Y'all know what it is. It's the vibe,
Yep. Yeah, because he definitely
and that's and
displayed
that's
that
and that's
shit.
more of his comfort zone. I feel.
Yeah, it come natural from when he get into that bag right there, where he do the little walk. Remember when he used to come out with the
Hmm
surfer walk? That was it right there. He come out with the surfer walk, throw an arrow. Like,
Yes,
Yeah, I kind of miss him doing his arrow thing. I ain't even in front. He don't
that,
even do
bro,
that
I
no more.
got one of his shirts from that era. Like, I still, so like, it'd be funny because Razor be showing me his oldest shirts or whoever he rock with. Like, that was, and that's how I feel about Damian Priest. You know, we talk about Damian Priest. Like,
Hmm
he was one of those dudes that I was like, yo, Cap, I think you'll like him. And Cap, like, nah, I fuck with him. Like,
and then you learn about Punishment Martinez.
when I found that out, I was just like, bro, I really, you know what? Like, I don't want to sound too like corny, but like when I really see body transformation that people go through, I know how hard that shit is, bro. Like,
Yeah,
I know how hard that shit is to get up in the gym, even if it's not a gym, bro. The comfort of your home, walking outside, jogging, whatever the fuck you doing, but
Look
to
at
get in
Gunter's
shape, yeah, bro. Like, people think that shit just happens over. Jacob
or or
Fatu,
or present day. Look at Batista now.
Jacob Fatuto, all those months he took off
Hmm
when, and then he came through looking like a fucking god. Like,
I mean, you want to talk about it? Look at AJ Styles. AJ Styles like 47 years old, bro.
and when he came back before this recent injury, he came back like a damn bodybuilder.
And he still looks the same. Like
Or
same
look at
effect.
hard.
Randy, how much bigger he came back as.
These is dudes that they're
They
the
found out.
ages of when we looked at our fathers, they weren't even looking like this. Like, you know,
Hmm
or just dudes that resemble that age that could have been our fathers, they ain't walking around looking like that. Like,
That's a
that's a
fact.
testament. Yeah, that's a testament to the work they putting in for that. Even Finn Balor, bro, that dude shredded
just,
for
just to maintain that,
yeah,
Yeah,
like
just to maintain it is crazy by
and
itself.
he's maintained that for almost 30 years.
Nigga look exactly the same when he was
Yeah.
19. Like, how you
Only difference is he got a beard
got a
and some
beard?
tattoos.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the only difference. Just beard and tattoos. That's the only difference. It's the same dude.
shit. Dude like 46 too or 40 something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, tough. Like, all these dudes work hard. So, like you said, the Punisher shit, I was just like, yeah, nah, he really
Tamatonga
worked.
is another one. He's been the same way for like 15 years.
Man,
It's just he's a little more got a little more muscle on him, but same dude. He's always been like just yoked.
sometimes the hair play tricks. Like, I'm not gonna lie, selfishly, I never
That's what
really,
Tamatonga. Only difference. He just got a different haircut now.
yeah, I never seen him like this with a haircut, cat.
You, you
Yeah,
see
he
him with
always
the
has a
long hair,
always has a
huh?
long ass hair.
Yeah, so to me, when I was a fan of the Bullet Club, that's the Tamatonga I know. And Tonga Loa always had the mohawk. Like,
I still think it would have been dope if WWE found some way to get them all together. That would have been ill. I ain't
they
gonna
done
front.
dropped the ball. I went back and watched, bro.
Well,
Cody
well,
was the leader of the Bullet
all,
Club.
all, all they need is
Like,
all they need is Omega and Fale. If you think about it,
Cody, Finn, and AJ at separate times were leaders of the Bullet Club. And you got
and
the
Carl
good brother.
Anderson.
You feel me?
Hmm
And you got the good brothers in there. Like, come on,
Yeah.
they y'all do
But,
this
but,
little. They did some corny shit back in the day under Vince's era, but it had it
but
been curated under Trips. Mm,
I don't know if I don't know if you guys ever heard the story as to how the Elite got the Hot Topic deal. It was an old WrestleMania that folks when Bullet Club was really popping. Someone from WWE or whatever, or someone had asked WWE about the Bullet Club shirts, and then that certain individual told them, "Oh, no, that's a New Japan stuff." So, and they're not long after they're no longer with the company, but they had told folks, "Hey, no, that's our opposition. Whatever, go check them out. That's where you get their shit at." And that's how the Bullet Club shirts started selling. But as far as getting the crew again, once the once Tanahashi decides to no longer work with New Japan, I'm sure they'll jump right with WWE, and that's probably when we hopefully we might see a bad luck Folly in the fold.
mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know if Kenny Omega signed a new contract or not recently, so who knows when he'll be a free agent. But it seems like the way he's been moving in AEW, I wouldn't be surprised if his contract's almost up.
Hmm.
But then again, because I guess he's no longer an EVP there, he's just active talent.
Okay.
Who knows how long that who knows how long that'll last?
What do you think is next for?
Well, you come to WWE, you live
That
off
nigga,
of the
bro, he ain't
reputation you
coming to
build,
W.
and
He
then
ain't coming to WWE, bro.
you just kick back.
The
I expect
only
it.
way
I
is like,
expect Omega to come before everybody else. The
yeah,
Bucks won't come, Hangman won't come, but
none of
I can
them
see
bad
I can see
Fowler,
I can see Omega coming on
Folly.
his own.
Yeah, not no bad luck, Folly. Not none of them raising, none of them coming through, bro.
Fowler's basically retired now. Honestly,
Yeah, ain't none of them coming through, bro.
no,
Fucking who the other Kanahashi? Nah,
no. So Tanahashi retired now, but no. He's basically running New Japan, but Fowler is pretty much retired now, so that's likely never going to
Tanahashi.
happen.
Yeah, that was bad, bro. I was like, damn.
But
His last year was last year.
no,
Like,
this is his retirement year this year, much like
yeah,
Jared and Cena. But with Tanahashi, he's determined to show the world that there's good and positivity in Tony Khan. And
yeah. Nah, when
like I
I,
told you, there's a weird rebellion in New Japan right now because some folks are like, nah, get
yo,
us out of this partnership, and others are like, well, we can't tell the boss no, so we're gonna just rock with this.
where's my AEW gear at? Oh shit, I ain't fucking
And
got none.
again, that's the problem right there because
I'm
no one
sorry.
has any faith in that man but Tanahashi. But Tanahashi's saying, look how much he's paying me. Don't no one give a fuck.
Shit.
He's trying to kill New Japan.
You know what I bought from Hot Topic one time? A Venom shirt. I didn't even buy an AEW shirt. I bought a Venom shirt.
Nigga.
That's wild. You see what type of shirt? You can't even find this on the WWE shop. If the shit is fire, bro, I'm gonna cop it, bro. You can't even find this on Hot Topic. This is look at the date. Hold on.
So you already
Look at the
bought
back of this shit, bro.
so
Dates on it, bro. Come
you
on,
already
bro.
bought the orange Yeet shirt.
Nah. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be honest. I love supporting WWE, but they're a little too expensive for my taste, bro. Especially like if you know the loops, you catch them on the wrong day, they hitting you full price, baby. $50 a shirt. Bang bang. You catch them on a Monday night, you might get one, buy one, get the other one free. You heard? You might get one for the
That's why
family,
you
like
check what's on sale every day because you might get a random flash deal.
daily deals. Facts. That's another thing. You gotta look at the daily deals. I seen the OTC up there the other day, the little
Okay,
cut off shit.
so Ace, you and I talked about this off the air, but how y'all feel about the YTC shirt?
I'm not jacking. It's still the ones up, but
But
I ain't
again,
like every Jordan that came out.
but no, can't think about it. You gonna hear OTC, YTC, OTC, YTC. Roman's telling us what he wants them to chant,
That's true.
and they gonna do it. Best believe. Like Bray Wyatt once said, he's got the whole world in his hands.
This is I don't know.
Because, like I said before, the majority of these stories that are brewing in Raw and SmackDown all revolve around him. This man has become the WWE universe. In his eyes, he is the universe,
I mean, he was pushing for it like that.
and it seems like we're finally there. Like I said, think about it. You have Punk, Seth, Cody, Solo, Jacob, Sammy, Jay, all Drew, all kind of fighting over him. Kevin Owens,
It's
Randy,
just
technically.
it's just unprecedented too though. Like the same shit we used to knock Roman for is still happening, but we don't address it cause he a baby face, which is he
You
come
you you see folks that are wanting him to go back into that mode, and it's like you hated it this time last year.
yeah.
You were shitting on it this time last year. Now you want to go back to that?
hmm That's how I don't understand the back and forth. 'Cause like, I'm not really a fan of like for his character arc. I'm not a fan of this whole trying to get the fans behind you shit. It don't feel
Well,
organic.
this is a testament to how lackluster Cody's title reign has been. Because if if Cody was really that dude that he claims he is, these conversations wouldn't be happening.
But this is what happens when you have a character that you make everybody's best friend.
But my only thing too is why separate people? Like if you know that a year ago when Roman Reigns or whatever it was that
The
Jay
the
said, I'm
the
ooses deuces, I'm out.
the, uh, the proclaimed Cody crybabies want to give everybody that hope that Cody's run was going to be different. But as we learned, and something that I've touched on recently, is all of Cody's programs, with the exception of the Saudi shows and the Bloodline show at work or Bad Blood, Cody was carried by everybody. AJ carried him. Kevin Owens has carried him. Solo even carried him.
So why not let Jay get the belt on the other side then?
I, you talking Jay beating Cody?
Yeah, because essentially both title reigns is boring. But who we prioritizing? Cody, cause he's the bigger. Like if we talking about Cody and Gunther got the belt, both of these shits is boring. Allegedly, let's just say the allegedly were. Some people might fucking
Jay and
think
Cody have the
Gunther's the best
history.
shit ever. Right. So we gotta wait this whole time, have them on separate brands, have like it's a weird way to. We could have already just had Jay champion on Raw. In all honesty.
But
But
remember,
but it,
again,
go,
everybody's best friends. So Jay and Cody are best friends. There's this fucking best friend stupid shit they got going on with everything, bro. It's dumb as hell, bro. That's the problem with Cody's storyline. He's best friends with everybody. Everybody's so happy for him. They were so excited that he won. Everybody just backed him up. Cool. Everybody backed him up. It got so crazy that they had to turn his quote unquote best friend against him to give him somebody to really.
and Kevin Owens put him, or no, Punk put him on blast about that last week. And
Well,
Punk told him, "Yeah, yeah, I'm your friend, but I'm gonna shoot you right when you're looking at me. I ain't gonna do it behind your back."
hmm
But again, that's it. But with the Jey Uso segment, just the history from the bloodline, and all that stuff. It's like
the only way,
nothing needs to be revisited.
the only way, in my opinion, Cody's reign makes sense and actually hits is if they continue to keep doing what they're doing and then start to show that Cody is selfish. Cody has been doing things for self, has been doing things behind the scenes for himself, which would then in turn start turning him to heel, and it will make what KO's doing make more sense now. Make him turn. You know what I'm trying to say? Like that to me, that's the only way you make this little shit that they got going on with Cody make sense. You
And,
have to some way show that KO isn't tripping, that Cody is actually selfish. Cody is actually for self. Cody is actually only looking out for himself to stay on top with the belt. You
and
like that's the only way.
it shouldn't take for Randy to come back either. Just pull the trigger on it.
Bro, and this
But
is where
it's
as
gonna look
wrestling
good.
fans,
Yeah.
this is where shit smoked me. Austin, don't trust anybody. That's what it was built on, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck about what everybody else doing. Like, you think I'm your like this is why all this like kind of like playing on what you said, all this friendship angle and people like with the story of oh the slime and this and like, bro, I'm with the champions that don't even give room for that. That's the type
hmm
of champions I like, bro. Like Randy Orton, Brock
Brock,
Lesnar, Stone
Roman,
Cold. Yeah,
Batista,
thank you,
Stone
bro.
Cold,
Like I like badasses, bro. Villains. I'm not no underdog. I never won. I don't like Rey Mysterio won. That was cool, bro. Like you know what I'm saying. But I like dominant champions where like
I can
it's
do
belief.
battle by myself.
Yeah, bro.
That's why I'm still on the J train, bro. Because at the end of his promo too, what he said, "Oh, who's here? I'm here by myself. Is me, just me. Oos. I'm doing it dolo,
Like you know how many
and he's
people
been
was
doing it
mad.
dolo.
You know how many people was mad that Brock Lesnar beat Kofi in 7 seconds? Why not? What was he supposed to do? Beat him in
Who's stopping
27
him?
minutes? Yeah, what was he supposed to do? Beat him in 27 minutes?
Yeah, but yeah, again, Brock, Roman, Lashley. There's certain folks that even now Braun Breaker, as Captain mentioned, there's certain folks that are in this echelon to where if you know you're going to be in the match with them, it ain't going long. Ain't a damn thing you can do about it.
Mm-hmm.
You either
It's
gotta
some
you
right.
either gotta match your energy and make them want to go long, or you on their time,
Well, you just in there for a show, baby, and that's it.
or you gonna end up like I show speed.
Hmm. But to yeah, I mean, I agree with that, bro. Like, I'm tired of seeing some of these dudes that we know shouldn't be like, yeah, 7 seconds, fucking Brock versus Cool. Like, come on, bro, really?
Let's be
Like,
realistic.
Crazy.
There is no again. Take this as you may, but there is no need for us to feel like certain wins, certain championship victories should be revered as consolation prizes, as participation trophies. The real ones know who's earned it, but there have been instances where stuff has felt forced. Now, for the most part, Triple H has been leaning away from that, but again, there's still some. Oftentimes, it may come off as such, or there's other promotions that treat it as like they are participation trophies because again, they want to make everybody feel good because that will make them want to stay.
yeah, but that and also, like I've said prior before too, it's we in rare air right now where we can really say like, look at WWE's roster, bro. Like you can't like you can't have a 3 year Roman reign right now with the way this roster is, bro. It'll just
And bro, I'm not trying to sound like a complete dickhead, but
just a little bit of a dickhead. Go ahead.
bro, everybody with this I work hard shit, bro.
Uh,
You don't think the people in NXT working hard?
mm.
They just had a championship scramble match, a coffin match, a ambulance match. Shit that's not even happening on the main roster, bro.
Underground matches. Shout out Jade and Lola.
People that been down there for years. Not even
And
rookies.
not even that. Some of them are having the privilege of being invited to go compete in Pro Wrestling Noah's N1 tournament, one of the top three toughest tournaments in the world for pro wrestling. Shout out Tavion Heights and Josh Briggs.
I just
Both
be
of them
wanting
almost
the
made it to the
energy.
finals.
I just want the energy to be the same. Like when it's convenient, people say, "Oh, Jay can't wrestle that good. He's not that great of a wrestler," which that may be true or not. It's just his style. You might not like. If
I
you're
like
talking about a
listen.
super kick, sweet chin music, most effective. That was my favorite finisher.
Cena had 5 moves. Hogan had 3 moves. Batista had 2 moves. Triple H had 3 moves. Jay got what? Two, maybe three?
I just be wanting the same energy from the out crowd because I've been watching this shit for 30 years, bro. I done seen when y'all had Hornswoggle running around under the ring, a fucking general manager with a
No, 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 no,
laptop.
no, 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 no.
Like,
The three of us, we remember Katie Vick. We
yeah, bro, like,
remember,
come on,
we
bro.
remember
That
the
was that
hand.
was yeah, bro. Come on. Triple H in the coffin, jumping like, come
I
on,
dead
bro.
ass rewatched the '08
Come on,
Royal
bro. I know
Rumble
what you
the
talking
other
about with the
night.
Katie Vick stuff, bro. Come on, bro.
So, but
Like,
also on top of that, we remember the '06 Survivor Series, one of the greatest 5v5s. We remember the legendary rivalry between Triple H and Shawn Michaels, one of the most violent rivalries we had in history. We remember the Yes movie. Yes, we saw Kofi Mania, but we also saw John Cena transcend
bro, I ain't
from
gonna lie.
from the
If
prototype to the Dr. Thugonomics to the franchise. We remember watching stuff like the Master Lock. We remember watching Eddie
Yeah,
Guerrero's rise to prominence when he beat his addiction. We remember Rey Mysterio winning in honor of Eddie. We remember Chris Benoit's rise to prominence.
But we
if
also
Cena's
remember.
last match, bro, don't involve that Ric Flair, Shawn Michaels, I'm sorry. Ah!
We again the I'm sorry,
Bro,
I love you.
love you. Like we,
We remember
bro,
the end of an
if
era, that
Cena's,
Hell in a
bro,
Cell
like you
match.
feel me? Like we need something drastic for Cena's last match, bro. I ain't
Listen,
gonna lie. Like with all the moments he just mentioned, bro. Like, come on, bro. We need
But
like
but
they
but
they
again,
get they
like I
work,
said,
bro. I ain't
like I
gonna lie.
said,
WWE be
we
working.
we've seen the good, the bad, the ugly, and the legendary
Mhm.
of this era of WWE. And so yeah, so our palette is very extensive, but also when stuff is done even okay to just right, we know where that barometer is. And when stuff actually hits the soul, we know it.
Facts, bro. And I feel like I'm with the J stuff, but now there's two championships, bro. Okay, we giving one person that's a little bit older, right? Okay, he's been around, but the shit everybody been complaining about the young superstar that doesn't get the look. Where the fuck, or even the veteran like an LA Knight that y'all always wanted with the.
So, you know what I find funny? Uh, about 5 years ago, I forget what podcast was. Someone mentioned that in today's current WWE, you don't really know what you're doing until you're 35, 40 anyways. Jay's currently 39.
I mean,
So in the
DDP
eyes
was
of the
a
current
veteran at
landscape,
35.
he is in his prime.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
what
mean,
made that's what made a Randy Orton so special at the age that
Look,
he
yeah,
started.
look at
He did
Randy.
everything.
Look at AJ. Again, look at Cena and Jeff Hardy.
That's what
it
made
just
them
Look
depend.
at
It
special.
Billy
it just
Gunn.
depend who you are, right? Like if
Hmm.
you Austin and The Rock, they walked away at a certain.
The Rock
They
is in his 50s. He could probably still go full time if he wants to.
he definitely looked like he can, but
But
some
again,
people walked away sooner. Some stood.
if you do right by your body and by your current ring work, you can most definitely work longer than what Father
Yeah,
Time
like
predicts you
I
could.
mean, it is what it is. It's pretty much like it's the generation that we live in general. Like older isn't older anymore. Like isn't even in sports. Like Tom Brady retired at what 45 in fucking
Yeah.
football.
Or
We
like
got
I said,
LeBron
Billy
James
Gunn right
playing his
now is in his mid
40,
60s.
KD's 36. Like we're in
Braun
it.
just turned 40.
You know what I'm saying? Like what was old before is not old now.
But you know what? In the wrestling world, it makes sense though, cause your body built up a certain callus. So it's like after a while, seeing all of these people that took bumps, they body used to it. Opposed to you got these like, let's say the young OG. He's
Hmm.
very young, bro. He's very young on NXT. I don't even think he could drink with us, bro. For real, I think
That's
he's only 20 years old. Like,
true.
not even capping. Like last time I checked, he was 19.
Damn.
And he on NXT going crazy. And he was in a match with Randy Orton. And he did an overzealous spot. You know what I'm saying?
You talking about Kavion?
No, Javon
Yeah,
Evans.
Javon
Javon, yeah,
Evans.
yeah, yeah. He's cool.
You know what I'm saying? So my whole point is that like that age y'all talking about, 30s, that is
Hmm.
the prom. Cause
Well,
when you
shit.
that young,
Think
you
about it.
you bound to
Diamond
make
Dallas
some
Page
mistakes.
was older than us when he first broke in. He
Yeah,
was
that's what I'm
35,
saying.
going on
Yeah,
36,
35. Yeah.
he ain't become a star until he was in his late 30s.
or maybe even 40 at that point.
40, really, yeah, at that point, yeah.
And like I said, you look at folks like AJ Styles, Randy Orton, John Cena, or from AW, Jeff Jarrett, Billy Gunn.
Same thing with Austin.
Billy
Austin
Gunn
really,
is, I think
really.
he's in his 60s now.
All right, but we talk okay, like I said, we gave Jay that spot. But the other dude we looking at CM Punk,
Look at John Cena.
John Cena. Those are the other two that people possibly wanted to win. Roman Reigns the same age as Jay Uso.
Hmm.
They're the
Yeah.
same age. So I don't see where there's any age discrepancy there. But in terms of the other people wanted to win, CM Punk or
But my
Cena
two
is
picks
some.
was Jay or Logan Paul.
I feel that. Like, ain't nothing wrong. That's
I
your man,
had
Logan Paul. So,
I had a Jay and
I ain't gonna
Austin
front. I've been on
theory.
the Logan Paul bandwagon since it started, kid. Niggas can't tell me nothing. I've been
I I
I've
I
been
I
low
was
key right.
I was hoping for a vintage dark horse. I was thinking maybe an Austin theory or something. Is that
some
who I
cap.
picked? HD? Were you and Snakes laughed at me?
You was on that good stuff that day. My man had all these niggas ain't even make the Royal Rumble. You heard? These
Well,
niggas
that's a
had
fact.
this
That's
nigga
a
had
fact.
niggas winning the Rumble that wasn't even in it. You heard? I respect it. It was a good look though. Cause
Hey,
I probably would have booked the same shit. Who I had in there that I think I had Jade in the female shit. I'm like, yo, Jade coming.
I had Woods and Kofi in it too, and
Oh
Biggie. So
yeah.
again, I
Oh
had a
nah,
few of them
yeah.
wrong.
I ain't gonna lie, I booked some wild shit. Yeah, I said,
I,
yo,
I call I
Goldberg.
call
I
That's what
said,
happened.
yeah.
I call for
This what
Charlotte,
happens. This what happens
and she
when I
came and
fantasy
she
book with
won.
cognac instead of whiskey.
I'm
Man,
crying.
bro, it was a lot going on. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, I called for Charlotte. She came through and she won. So yeah, I've been pretty good so far with my predictions and my little picks here and there.
See, that's a veteran pick, but I'm gonna be
No,
honest.
so
Nia
that
Jax with the work you can't tell me the work Charlotte put in the last year, which was nothing, was more than the work Nia Jax put in last year.
It's not, but I, as a fan, me personally, that I
the fuck?
mean,
Excuse me? What?
Naya's not fun to watch. She's boring, bro.
She's easy to be hated.
Not even hate it. I don't hate her. She's just boring.
She's not boring.
How
She's
is she
boring.
boring?
Her mic skills is caca. She don't is not there. It's not there at all, bro. It's not there.
Her mic skills
And
need some work.
and I don't feel like she really like I don't she don't look
Bro,
as
she's the giant of the females.
but she don't
I
give me that giant
I will say
feel.
this. Some
What?
in her ring
She
work,
got the Yokozuna
in
finisher.
her ring
The
work she can't.
Banzai drop.
It's easy to give somebody
In
that
her
has a
ring
big old
work,
butt.
she can come off as passive. I will give Cap that one.
Like that's what I'm trying to say. Like she don't she's
She
not
comes.
giving
She's too
Why?
nice.
Why though?
She
Why?
maybe she
Cause
could
she
she
punched
could
bitches in the nose, broke their
she
nose,
could
and
well
she had
yeah,
a
exactly
reputation
she
as
could
an
be gun shy
unsafe.
about her past history still. Some
Yeah.
folks are
she could
saying
go
it's
back to
okay, and she's
breaking
like, "Hey,
noses then.
I just want to be safe."
You
I
don't
mean, if
remember
that's
that
it,
shit,
then
Cap?
I'm just saying if that's it, then
You don't
so
remember
be
that
it.
shit
But
though?
that's my issue. She's that is I need that. I want that.
She made Becky Lynch.
Yeah, but again, that was how long ago?
Buffalo shit.
Yeah, and that's why she became the man because
How long ago, HD?
that was years ago. That was like 10
That
years
was
ago.
almost a decade ago.
Yeah, that was 10 years ago. That's why I
But
don't even
again,
hold on to that.
but I'm saying like again, maybe she's the point to where she's more self cautious. I get that, but also she's dropped a tremendous amount of weight, so maybe she doesn't realize that she can afford to be that much more aggressive now that she's dropped the weight.
Nah, it's like what we be talking about. This cancel culture shit's a bitch. Like when you
That's
got
another
people,
that's my other
yeah, like
point.
let's just call it. This is the unwelcome your thoughts, baby, off the hip. When you got people calling for your job, like I've seen tweets before I was really active in the community. I seen, oh, she should be fired. How dare her? Bro, what do you think this is? Ballet? Like what are you doing? This is what do you think this is? Like even in basketball, we go play outside for fun. We gonna
You
get
remember
hurt.
some of the ones Rich Holland got when he broke his neck?
Mm.
And
Rich
yo,
Holland was getting some like
bro,
go
I
kill
seen
yourself
Ryback.
levels of death threats when Big E broke his neck.
Bro, I seen Ryback do that same belly to Big E, and I don't want to blame Rich Holland. It might have been the Big E thing, cause when Ryback did it to Big E barely tucked to get his head. You
But
know,
again, that
it could have been both. I'm not blame. I'm just
someone
saying,
could be
viewing.
stronger than the other, but that's kind of irrelevant to it. It's just it was a freak accident.
I think with the belly though, I'm gonna be honest. You gotta jump, bro.
Yeah,
You
But
gotta
still,
jump and tuck.
but again,
you kind of essentially got to jump and flip yourself.
And ensure your safety, nigga. Like,
but again, maybe Ridge wasn't as strong as Ryback. I'm not saying that's the case,
and it
but
could have
again,
been
that's a
slippery.
possibility. Yeah, because they're
Cause
both split individuals.
Ridge ain't
But
have
but
no
but
upper gear.
I
Ryback
mean,
had
at the
that
end of the
upper
day,
gear.
accidents happen.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Like,
But like he's saying though, Rich Holland got them death threats, bro, all because of this accident. Like crazy stuff, bro.
Like folks were wishing he committed suicide. Like that was bad.
Hmm. People, and that's what I'm saying with Nia Jax. I felt
She was
like,
getting those too,
yeah, bro, they calling for her job. They really on her neck. Like
and
they body
and
shaming her. Oh, you too big. You
but but
too.
but
Like
one thing is this: like then and now, I will commend her for her thick skin. Again,
I mean,
I will always tip my hat to her for that. Like if it was in person, shit, I'd buy her a drink just shits and giggles. Say, hey, this one's for you.
I mean, at
Like
this point,
thank you for being you.
y'all kind of confirming me saying that she's boring. Like she is boring,
How
and y'all telling me why she's boring, pretty much.
how?
And I understand
how
that, but
how?
what you mean how? Y'all both saying it, nigga.
No, cause I
How
could
they?
tell you you ain't watched those matches with Naomi where she's doing flips off the top rope. Shit she's never done before when she was heavier. She's
Yeah,
going off the top rope
yeah,
doing
yeah.
flips
She
now.
been trying shit now, Cap. You gotta get your ass on the cock and start watching.
What?
I don't. I'm not a fan of her,
Bro,
bro.
she's
Like,
been doing sunsets, all kind of shit, bro. No
Cap,
funny
is
shit.
that beanie too snug?
Yo, she took the Bianca Belair finisher, the KOD, bro. Ah, like this. Ganga. So Tiffany Stratton could win the championship. Hingy. That's not selling? Like, Big
Hold
Nia
on. Hey,
Jax.
hey, the fact that you still
KO,
hitting it is fucking wild.
KOD.
y'all love,
KOD.
y'all love y'all some Naya, and I ain't mad at y'all. I'm just,
Nah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what it's like to be that big, bro. So
I just feel
I
that
can't. I
big.
feel like
It's
I
kind
can't
of
even
like
do this
based
shit
on the
being
sport.
this
I'm
small.
Hold
You
saying
on.
heard?
I
Hey,
need more
do
aggression,
that one
bro.
more time. Do that one more time.
KOD. She had on her back like this. KOD. Yeah. Like for the pin for you ain't see that shit, Cap? Yo, bro, you got I promise you, bro. Nah. Cap ain't see that. Bro, nah, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, when Bianca Belair had Nia Jax, I thought she wasn't gonna do it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It was too
I
much
just,
going on that night. Yeah. Yeah, you feel me? Like it was one Cap not buying it.
I need her to be, I need her to be like a Brunson Reed, bro.
I feel that.
Like
I
real
mean,
shit.
hold on. When she was running through Meechin, putting her through a garbage can, you ain't see all that either. She destroyed Meechin.
I need to keep seeing that though.
I need to keep saying.
Like
But you
that
know what
need.
was the problem? You know what was the problem? Niggas want to have Tiffany Stratton here next to her while she was doing all that.
Well,
So
who?
while hold on. So while Nia Jax is doing all this exciting shit, we want to see Tiffy time. Come on, bro. Y'all killing my girl vibe. At the
100.
best.
Here we go back to the everybody wanna be friends.
Nah, I ain't
Wanna
gonna
be
lie. That was
best
kind of.
That's a good
friends.
I
point.
felt like Nia Jax. She looked out for Tiffy,
People
so
let
that's
me
kind
How
of
tell
you a
you
yeah.
about my
heel? How
best
you a
friend.
heel, right? You a heel though, bro, and you befriend Tiffany fucking like why? Why? For what?
Yeah, Nia fucked up, dude.
For her to screw you over? At
But
that point, cool. She screws you over, right? They should have Naya hell bent on
so can I ask you
breaking her
something
in
though?
half, bro.
I give you this. You find her boring. I can't change your opinion on that. Can you at least say she put Tiffany Stratton over by
Hell
the?
yeah,
All right.
100.
So she did her job.
Yeah, nah, she definitely put her over.
I
It
don't know
was
if
a
I can
lot of
agree with that
con.
one.
Nah, it was a lot of controversy in that. I know it was a lot of
Mm,
Candice LeRae's false
It's
cash-ins,
not.
the
But
help, the
we looking at
gimmick.
putting her over in just that moment. No,
you
put her
also
over.
can't say that
Then
Tiffany
putting
wouldn't have
her
done that all
over.
by herself in due time.
Nah, I know that moment. That's what I'm
Even
saying.
if
That
it taken an
moment
extra month or
was.
so, she probably would have got to the same level not long after.
We wouldn't know that now, do we?
I'm thinking based on how she was moving on top of that, because most of that was her carrying Nia to begin with, because folks wanted to see her cashing on Nia. So she was already doing some heavy lifting. So
Nah, I
yeah, I
can't
can
say
say
that.
that.
Nah, I can't say that because the
I
reason
can.
I can't say that, Nia was already winning the Queen of the Ring. here come Tiffany. Oh, you're the queen of the ring. I'm the princess.
Mm-hmm.
Naya was
But
already
but
on
no
this
no no
rocket.
no no but no. Tiffany was calling that long before though. If you think about it,
She
you're the
already
queen.
won
I'm
the
the
queen
princess.
of
She was already
ring.
on that hype train.
No, Naya was already queen of the ring when Tiffany
No no
came
no.
through.
But no. But I'm saying like, by leading up to it, she's already like hinting that that was going to be the move. So she kind of manifested that. And then once
Nah,
Nia won Queen of the Ring, once she won Money in the Bank,
but I ain't gonna
she
lie.
was really on board with the You're the Queen on the Princess
Tiffany
stuff, and then
Stratton,
everything molded to what it was.
Tiffany Stratton ain't going to that queen of the ring and defeat the big three. That was Nia Jax.
Yeah.
Nia Jax beat Naomi, Jade, and Bianca to win Queen of the Ring. That wasn't Tiffany Stratton.
My only thing with the Tiffany and Nia thing is who's the baby face and who's the heel?
Oh, easy.
Because
Tiffany's the heel or the
right,
babyface.
but here's the problem: Nia is not a good fucking baby face.
Nia's
She's the
gonna be the
heel.
heel. That's the obvious one.
She's the heel
But then here's the problem: how you make her the heel, right? When the person that got the title is the one that did the heel action.
because she's cute.
Because our fan base is fucked up in the
You
head.
say it all the time, Cap. In basketball, you say it all the time in basketball. It's the
It's the
sexy.
sexy. Yeah,
She's
I'm just saying.
sexy, so it was easy to make her look like a punk to a big Nia Jackson. But Tiffy was a heel in NXT to me.
And that's why and that's why I'm thinking out loud. I'm just saying it's weird
And
to me
some of the
because
fans look
Tiffy,
at
I
some of the
don't look
fans
at
look at
Tiffy
that
as
cat
a face. I look at her as a heel. I want her to stay a heel.
She's a measly heel right now.
and some of the fan base looks at her cashing as the babyface turn.
Ah, see, I didn't see it like that at all.
I don't
Yeah,
see
that's
it
the.
either, especially because if you know she attacked Bianca as well. So
And then I'm not gonna lie. To Cap's point, Tiffy, like they had a weird relationship because they were both doing bad shit to each other. Nia Jax was treating her like a punk, but yet she
right,
got her this new Money in the Bank briefcases, nice shit,
a
Hmm.
bedazzle
pink one.
shit, and say, "Yo, don't cash in on me though. We good, just don't cash in on me."
Hmm.
But you know how I am as a friend. That's like, I'm big bully. Don't change up now because you got the briefcase.
Hmm.
Right.
So I mean, but I
And we all
don't think we should
and
feel
we
bad for Nia Jax. Nia Jax is a big, she a big gal that can hold her own. So I'm not trying to paint like we should feel bad. I just think like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, I
Personally,
just feel like they need to unleash her, bro. Like, that's what I want to see her on. Like, personally, like I said, how is it that you have her in a storyline where Tiffy was like her little sidekick, the sidekick betrays her, right? And you don't have her on a hell bent rampage on snapping this chick in half. Like, how don't we have that right now? How is it that she's not hell bent on snapping fucking Tiff no matter what's happening? How we
so
not seeing backstage stuff? Her trying to like
you said
how?
because the next segment of Raw, you said you was digging the Charlotte Flair stuff. You don't think they could have chose with going with Jay Uso, like I said earlier, and now you go with the veteran Charlotte Flair. You don't think y'all could have went with a Stephanie Vaquer, maybe a Roxanne Perez that been in the match the whole time, eliminated Nia Jax, or helped Charlotte get her out of it. Like you know what I'm saying? They could have.
I think what's gonna hurt Roxy, bro. Then it's just gonna is her size, bro. Like she's gonna have to go on like a Rey Mysterio s fucking story, my nigga. Like she's tiny, bro. Like she's tiny.
Well,
She really
Alexa
is
Bliss made
tiny.
it work.
Who?
Alexa Bliss made it work.
But did
AJ Lee
Alexa
made it work.
who did Alexa Bliss beat?
Everybody.
Who's everybody? At her time,
Paige,
Nia
Nikki
Jax.
Bella,
Paige,
Nia
Small,
Jax, Charlotte
Nia Jax, the
Flair.
only one. That's it.
She
She's
got
the
dubs over Charlotte too.
She's the biggest
In this
one.
era, the only one she does not have victories over is Bailey. Or no, not Bailey. Bianca and Rhea. She got dubs over all the other top stars. She got a dub over Asuka.
Yeah, that's kind of shit stuff from WWE though, because we know how Asuka is actually really super dope. But yeah,
But
anyway,
again, Bliss, respectfully, she up there too.
you want to know why?
She
H, hit
double
him why?
jointed.
It's just all about the sexy, bro. She's a
Sexy.
blonde
No,
hair
no, no,
sexy
no,
thing.
no. That double
Bro.
jointedness kind of makes up for a lot because folks, she no one else can do that.
Yeah, that fake broken arm shit she do, bro, is
Yeah.
fucking epic, bro. Jesus Christ, my dude. Like, oh my god, she's crazy for that. But okay, cool. That's something that separates her. You know what I mean? Like that. That's
Hey,
some
you only
right.
need one trick,
But when you put a Perez up against a Charlotte, up against a Rhea, up against a fucking
and
Bailey,
and
up against a
and
Bianca,
she's
she
equally as
doesn't even
dominant.
Well,
she
the
doesn't even tie
Bailey,
their shoes.
she's
She's
in a program with Bailey right now,
she's
so we
equally
gonna
as
see.
dominant.
No, I don't think so. I don't think she's like nah, not yet.
She don't she got more championships than Bailey?
That's cute.
But
She
on
got more
Where?
than
NXT,
Naomi.
Where?
She's former NXT champion, for multi-time WWE Women's Champion,
And
multi-time.
once you hit the main roster, that shit really don't mean nothing. And the roster dudes will tell you that to your face. Okay, nice, you do your NXT thing. Yay.
Okay, okay. Aside from Rhea and Charlotte, maybe Bianca, who got more title reigns than her.
That's the
Not not
problem.
not
Nobody,
Bailey, not Becky.
they kept it between freaking what, three females for so long.
She was taking on everybody. The only ones she didn't get was, like I said, maybe Bianca and Rhea. She was beating everybody else.
Nikki Bella back.
She's one of the few that's
You
beaten
think
all
she's
four
back, or
horsewomen.
she's just back for a little while?
I think
We
she
don't know.
back.
We don't know.
I seen some merch. I thought she was back.
No, we don't know. But again, she,
So you put in Perez over Jordy?
or Jordan Grace.
I'm not.
Okay, we put whoever Jordan was once again.
Perez.
Roxanne.
Yeah.
No,
So you
Roxanne with her.
she can't even get over her then. That's what I'm
No, no, no,
saying.
no, no, no,
Like,
no, no, no. What I'm going to say is she's gonna initially start as a heel, but she's gonna be one of those rare ones that grows from a heel, becoming a babyface because folks are gonna feel bad for her because they're gonna see that she can work in the ring. She can hold her own with Jordan Grace. She can't. She's proven to hold her own. Where it's gonna get tricky is when you match her up against a Charlotte or Rhea and Jade.
and
That's where
Bianca.
it'll get tricky, and this is gonna sound wild, but
Hmm.
I say she beats Jade and Charlotte, but she doesn't beat Rhea because Rhea is just a complete package.
Mm.
Yeah, Rhea's another scary character
Yeah,
there.
yeah, Rhea's just on that level that I don't even think Jaden can get to. Charlotte already plateaued. Rhea just on another level.
Yeah, Rhea really is definitely a freaking superstar in the women's
Yeah, no,
like
no,
period. Like,
that is mega star. That is a whole solar. That's a supernova right there.
she is one of the few females, and I guess that's why I feel like sometimes I wish N- like Naya had that animal that Rhea wrestles with sometimes, bro. Because then you're never stopping a Nia Jax, bro. Like ever, like that,
Right.
like at all. And I would want to see that from a woman her size. Like I don't want to see a woman Liv Morgan size actually battling a woman the size of Nia. It doesn't make no sense.
But that's that whole David and Goliath bullshit that I'm tired of, and the
Yeah,
whole
Because
underdog
that
story.
doesn't work with just anybody.
Hmm. But when they find the right main eventer that's that size, they make it work. Just like
right.
they told the story with, like, to me, be honest, Liv Morgan should have never beat Rhea Ripley this whole year.
Nah.
But
But I like
because
how
they
they
had
had
to
her
add
beating her. They
Dom.
never really let her beat her clean. It was always on
I
some
feel
grimy
Rhea
shit.
never. I feel Rhea never should have beaten her
Why?
Really?
because again, you want to establish Liv as his ultimate chicken shit heel. where she can always get one over on anybody, no matter who it is.
But it involves a
Similar,
boy.
similar
That
to
shit
the Eddie Guerrero
trash.
Gene Steel moto, to where you like for a good amount of time can't no one get one over on her. She just like 8 steps ahead.
Yeah, but do you run that risk of building up the L list on Rhea just because you want to build up that?
Again, Raw, SmackDown, and NXT have deep divisions. That would not have been an issue.
It's not. You know what it is with this Eddie comparison though. China was a fucking. She was coming out here. She had the Intercontinental belt. She was defending that. Like we need to stop with this misconception that like there's this little relationship that they no. You know what I'm saying? It's not that, bro. She needs the help from Dom. If there's no Dom, there's no wins.
Mm-hmm.
There's no Dom, we need Raquel.
And I feel Raquel wasn't a necessary addition.
In the Shark Cage match, like, come on, bro.
Well,
That
they
shit
found
was
a way
just
to bring
like,
her back. That's
bro, that
what.
shit felt like you pulled a trick out the Bloodlines bag right there. Like,
Honestly,
who could we
that
get?
no. Raquel's return ruined that match for me.
It did.
Yeah.
Bro, the only shit that saved it was Dom flying out the cage, bro.
No, but he
Like
was
an
already
Yeah.
idiot.
dangling by the time she
Yeah, he
came back.
was. But that's the only thing I could go back to and laugh at. And like, yo, and really be like, yo, he risked it. Cause like think about it. Anything could have went wrong. His ankle
Yeah.
could have snapped. I
Yeah,
don't think he would have fell on his melon. I think he was safely secured. But I'm saying, what if he would have took some ankle injury, a torn Achilles, anything from that spot, just for us to watch him get beat like a pinata? Really, that's all that happened. And the Raquel
hola,
return,
señor Piñata.
Dom's a W. Liv, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I loved Liv when she was doing the whole Harley Quinn thing. You know, her appearance when she eliminated Jade. I was a little bit mad, but I was happy for her. Like, oh, you took out a big body. Okay. But this little, like you said, the weasel pot. If you're gonna be a weasel pot, Eddie Guerrero, he used to do shit like throw a chair, make it look like I got hit by the chair. Oh, my shoe came off. Not that, oh, I needed China to win.
Mm-hmm.
And he might have needed China sometime, but that wasn't the basis of their story though.
Nope.
The basis of their story
No,
was him trying to give her roses and
he
make
was
up
trying
and
to impress his mamacita.
yes, yes.
He
So it's
wanted to
kind of
prove to
like,
her, hey, I'm that dude.
right, I don't see that with
I'm
Dom.
Himothy.
I don't see that with Dom. He looked like Eddie, but the story ain't quite mathing to me.
And math ain't mathing.
Cause I grew up in that era for real. Like I remember, bro, they were co-intercontinental champions. A lot of people really don't remember that. Like they both had the championship. China had to defend it. He had to defend it.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like unless you telling me Liv and Dom doing that, maybe I would have bought Dom and Rhea. Like if she would have went down to NXT and started spanking, dude, I'd have been oh shit. She on like
But
damn.
damn, she fucking shit up.
Yeah, she wilding right now. I mean, you know, she already do it to Dom. She be giving him a riptide.
Yeah, pretty much.
But it is fun to watch, but it got kind of like watered down now, especially if you remove Rhea Ripley. What story you got?
Yeah. Judgment Day is pretty much poop in my opinion at this
That's what we
point.
speaking about earlier before you came in. Like, where do they go from
They're,
here?
they're in a weird spot to where we don't know if they plateaued, if they're going backwards. They're in a weird spot. Adding Raquel and Carlito did nothing for them. It kind of made it worse because they were unnecessary additions.
I feel bad for Carlito, but I don't, cause he, like shout out to Carlito, he getting a bag. But what I'm saying is, when we really wanted him, you know what they did to him, Cap? They made us sit on him for a minute. Like he was
Mm-hmm.
supposed to come back after that Puerto Rico backlash appearance.
Okay.
Remember when Bad Bunny and all of them was in
Mm-hmm.
PR? He was supposed to come back then. They made us wait until this Royal Rumble or whenever, like Mind you, Royal Rumble's a whole 6 months later.
God damn.
Way to cool his return down.
And then he don't even wrestle. So what was the point of him returning?
They keep blaming it on he's not like I don't know, bro. I just be
Like,
feeling like it's cap. I feel like it's a cop out. Like they try to blame it on his in ring, but I feel like it's no creative
his in the ring what? He's fucking Carlito. He's nice. Nigga, we
conditioning,
know he is.
Exactly.
conditioning.
The fuck?
Yeah, but he was already going on the indie, so that didn't make sense to me when I seen those reports anyway. Like when they picked him up, it wasn't like, oh, he was sitting on his couch for 10 years.
He was already out there.
You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
He came
He
back
was,
in shape, you could tell.
yeah.
He's another old head that looks fucking great for his age.
You know
Pause.
what's difficult with him though? In his WWE tenure, he was never a main eventer. So I feel
They
like they're
tried to
not.
push him as one.
Mm, I
Yeah,
mean,
when he first
depend.
hit, they tried to.
They
Depend. I mean, they put
tried.
him in a program with Cena, sure, but that program was for the United States belt. Cena wasn't even in the main event scene yet. Like,
Yeah, but it's one of those. It's me or you.
Mm-hmm.
hmm and Carlito got him stabbed, bro.
Well, we could thank Jesus for that one.
Yeah, like, there was things that transpired in what was it, the club? Like, Cena
Hmm.
got jigged, and you know, in story, Carlito had to pay for things like this. He, he, you know what I mean? Touched one of the made men in the company. You can't do that. Who was in the Rumble and who wasn't this year?
Fair enough.
Yeah. Fucked up.
Hey,
Imagine though, like
we didn't get our truth either, but still.
long term storytelling.
So
I
we
mean,
didn't
but
get
to be
truth.
fair, one is retiring and the other one is still going.
Hmm.
Man, imagine.
But I'm saying, like, we could have got our truth and John Cena. Our truth with his childhood hero in the Royal Rumble for the last time. We didn't get that.
I was surprised they didn't use the R Truth, especially since they used the video package of him doing the tagging the year before. So I thought they would have did something. But I guess he probably ran out of tricks too, right?
Of course he
What
did.
what was little Jimmy doing?
Yo, Jimmy
We,
was
we, we
probably
saw a
out
big
fucking
Jim. We
crazy.
didn't see a little Jim.
I mean, I don't think he ever ran down there with a Money in the Bank briefcase. He could probably did that. Son new.
Who?
All truth.
Truth.
Cause before he done set up a ladder in there last year. He
No,
tried to
his dumb ass actually would have been pretty funny.
Last year Miz was getting beat up. No, it was Dominic Mysterio. Dom was
Hmm.
getting beat up,
And
and
he's outside the ring waiting for a hot tag.
Dom was looking at him like, bro, enter the Rumble.
And
And
get
Dom
your ass
had to end
sick.
up tagging him.
I'm crying.
Yeah, so it made like a funny, cool moment. I think actually like a few things happened. Like he ended up doing something with the Miz. So it was like I'm surprised they didn't use Truth this year to be honest, but it was a stacked Rumble. But they put Eye Show and they put Speed in there, so like I mean that still could have been all Truth in there
Yeah, that
for
was
real.
kind
Could
of
have been
crazy.
anybody.
Yep. But
Um,
yeah, we had that female segment and we had Liv Morgan attacking Io Sky backstage and then
Well, before that, we
Raquel.
had Io telling
hmm
Rhea, I got next.
Yeah, I ain't even shit like that be like y'all wasting camera time on shit that's like
but you said it. Camera time.
yeah, like
Because before Science Man event, you had Rhea telling Io, or the first Science Man event, hey, if you win, I got next. Io's got to return the favor, saying, hey, if I win, I got next. Just win the damn match first.
yeah, it was just nonsense. Like I feel like everybody. This is WrestleMania season. No, I understand everybody trying to put their claim to the championship.
Right.
Hey, it's like, hey yo, I got next. You know the vibes, like,
Yeah.
you feel me? I just wasn't digging it. They got attacked backstage. Io Scott after she telling her she got next. Like Liv Morgan attacks her. Raquel attacks Rhea Ripley. I feel like I thought just when we'll keep them away, they kind of still
Found the
got
way to
these
turn.
ladies in
Mm-hmm.
the same hub right there. We get the New Day versus the LWO. I was a fan of the New Day new music. I don't know why they went to synchronized gear again though.
I mean, they're a team, right?
Yeah, but I don't know. It's kind of like,
They on their villain arc shit, nigga. Let them rock.
bro,
Some cook.
nah, bro. I ain't never see the NWO dudes wear the same shit.
They used to wear the same NWO
Oh, so
shirts.
they had the same shirt on. What the fuck you mean?
Mm-mm.
They had the same shirt on. They was all in all black. How
All black, nigga. Some niggas wore black leather pants. Like,
Hulk
they had
Hogan
the
had
same
the
shit on?
Hulk Hogan had the boots with his face on it. Pants
Okay, he
with
was
lightning. He had the Cody belt that we
who
all know. Kevin
who
Nash had the
who
singlet
challenged
with
him,
the
Big Dog?
pants.
Nobody.
They
Who
all had
challenged? Who
different
coming for the
fits.
king? Nobody.
I'm gonna let y'all tell it. And especially when they started, the outsiders had the red.
that's
Hogan
because they were
had,
still
That
they were
that
still
was
come
the
on,
technically
bro.
ops.
outsiders.
That was
Come
the
on, bro.
ops.
And they still had different, like, Scott Hall had the trunks. Kevin Nash had the long pants in the tank top.
They've always had that different. That's
I
how that
hate
was
this
their
nigga.
shit.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
mean,
Like,
You
you ain't
are
wrong, nigga.
reaching.
You ain't wrong.
nah.
You
Xavier and
are
Kofi were
reaching.
just they was just on some rugged wearing whatever shit. They was just wearing whatever. Now they back to wrestling gear. I'm just like,
They back to
but they
feeling like the team
but
again.
but they picked up a victory thanks to your
About time.
boy Logan
About time.
Paul.
Yep, my man's
Logan
LP.
Paul, you know what I'm saying?
That scoundrel.
And as they kept mentioning, next week we get Rey Mysterio versus Logan Paul. The winner goes to the elimination chamber.
Well, you know Logan's winning.
Do
Yeah, I
now?
thought that way.
Do we see some aid from the New Day? Is my question. Do they
Nigga.
come? Do they come return the favor?
I mean, probably, just because that's how it's gonna go.
Yeah, but
It's,
I'll be honest,
you
they
know,
don't even need it.
what do you mean?
They don't even need to interfere. I think Logan Paul could beat Ray. He done beat him for the United States Championship.
Hmm. But but for the sake of the slime ball that they're creating with Logan Paul, they'll have somebody come help him.
I felt it was a surprise. Now that we just talked about it, to hear Logan Paul music
Yeah.
like in the middle of that match. To be honest, like I didn't expect it. They shortly cut the commercial break, so I kind of forgot he was there. But then shortly after, he interfered in the match, costed Rey Mysterio. I felt like I'm glad we seen a little bit more Logan Paul on Raw. It felt like his usage on SmackDown when he first went to SmackDown, how they had him out there, even though he wasn't wrestling, he
Hmm.
was still being out there. We seen him last week, we see him this week, so his usage rate is there. I thought the New Day though, like I said, I'm glad they picked up the victory because this is something I've been asking for a few weeks. If they gonna turn heel, how you gonna have them losing?
Word, right? Like, what's the whole point? If
Well,
anything,
also,
you have them turn the heel, they have to start smoking. You know what I mean? Like,
well,
it's just,
let's go a little deeper on this rabbit hole, if we will. Now, Asia, you and I touched on this before we went on the air, but for those that had the closed caption on today's broadcast on Netflix, when their music debuted, it stated that it was produced by a one Jim Johnston. Could he be back in the fold?
I hope so.
The man behind some of. WWE's most legendary theme songs that he's composed.
Undertaker, Austin, Rock,
Stone Cold.
Shawn Michaels, everybody, the who's who's.
Hmm.
If he's back in the fold, Def Rebel gonna learn a thing or two.
I ain't gonna lie too. I feel like everybody coming back, and they know it's not just like Triple H. It's a whole different TKO. It's a board of different people, like so they willing to probably like see what it do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was interesting how Hulk Hogan was on Pat McAfee's show today, just saying the things he was saying. You know what I mean? Like, cause I thought he was gonna kind of like play it in a way where he wasn't gonna acknowledge he was getting booed, acknowledge a heel turn. He kind of acknowledged all of those things. So we in that era where people they see, they hear. You know what I'm saying? They know.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to hide stuff now.
Yeah.
But Hogan, in his mind, like, much like the old Vinceism, it's like if you can make a profit out of something, go right ahead.
Yeah.
Mhm.
True.
But I thought like maybe he was just working us on the interview, but I thought it was interesting like his view and how a lot of people think like that too. Like you could be at the top spot, but if you're not really at the top spot, doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, like if you're not getting the pay of the main event, dude, but you're in the main event spot, but you're not seeing the same type of work that this person's seeing, but it's all political. You know what I mean? That's the part of the Hogan interview that I felt was interesting right there.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I feel like there is some truth behind that. Like that's what makes you work harder. Like
Yeah.
there's not enough spots for everybody to be champion at once. So something got to give you the incentive to be on the top of your game at all times. And Hogan pretty much said it like he looking to feed his family. Like you know what I'm saying? Even if that mean taking the food out of somebody else's family. You know what I'm saying? That shit was kind of. I thought it was crazy and deep.
Or also, it's like, again, like we touched on again, who's allowing folks to work harder than them?
Yeah, cause he even admitted though that the people from now are working harder than him. But the era he came in was more gate kept.
It was
Not
cutthroat.
facts. It definitely
Yeah,
was.
cut though for sure. Like if you was a person of a certain stature, you wasn't gonna
Or,
get.
or like I said, if you got hurt, you ain't making no money at all.
Yeah. So it was like knowing it's a different era, knowing you know what I'm saying, different times. It's crazy. But we get the elimination chamber qualifying match. How'd you feel about those qualifying matches?
I mean, they were expected for the most part. Honestly, I'm more curious as to who they select for the women's one more than the men's one because I think we can probably guess who's gonna make the men's qualifier for the most part.
Hmm.
But again,
Did this give you any indication of which? Like, okay, I thought it was interesting. They're starting with qualifiers on Monday Night Raw, so I felt like
I was surprised by the matchup we got tonight specifically because I didn't think it was gonna be them two 1-on-1.
we had a women's one and a men's one for Raw side. So do we include Raw and SmackDown people in the Elimination Chamber?
Well, 'cause like I said,
We should.
whoever Charlotte and Jay choose to challenge, whoever wins the chambers gets the other challenger. So yeah, you kind of have to include both shows because again, say Jay chooses to challenge as Cody, then SmackDown by proxy going to have some folks in that could challenge for Gunther.
Cause that's what I was always split. Like back in the brand warfare days, it was like, okay, well, that belt is spoken for, so only the people from this brand can enter the chamber.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Hmm.
But my gentlemen, y'all see my message, right?
Yep.
Hmm.
Night, bro.
You know,
Always a pleasure, man.
Mahala Chamain.
Yes, sir.
You know where to find us.
Liv Morgan ends up winning with like a weird disqualification because Rhea Ripley comes down, decides to attack Raquel, and then she just ends up snuffing out Liv Morgan.
I guess. But what I thought was funny was, or honestly, no, we missed the part. We missed the whole back and forth between Rhea and Charlotte
You said Rhea and Charlotte.
because Charlotte came out cut her promo, which I mean, it was she was very heartfelt about it, and the crowd was not having it.
Oh yeah, yeah. I kind of skipped by because yeah, we didn't touch on it, but we spoke about how we felt about it. So yeah, we get into it though. Hmm.
Yeah, so I mean, I thought that was very interesting because again, like she's trying to be as heartfelt as genuine as possible, and the crowd is just still like, "Oh, get out the ring! We don't like you." And she's still trying to keep the babyface talk about it. I was surprised.
And then she tried
I
to
was
like spin it at the end. I don't know. It was a weird promo. I wasn't a fan of it.
I mean, I was waiting for her to switch up and just say, "Well, I don't like y'all to begin with," some other shit like that. We never got that. Instead, we got mommy,
Hmm.
and mommy was addressing the obvious to where it could be a possibility. Because remember, in one-on-one competition, they're 1-1. Could we see them at a third WrestleMania to decide the rubber match? And Charlotte basically told her, "Hey, the fact that you're coming out here sweating me tells me you're still a child. But I'll tell you this: I'm gonna listen to you. I'm gonna hear you out. I'll also go to NXT. I'll listen to Julia out because I hear Julia's doing some shit. I'll even go to SmackDown and see what Tiffany's all about. I'll decide who I fight at WrestleMania. Why are you worried about me?" Now I'm paraphrasing, but that's the narrative she was giving off.
Now, I sat there and I watched it, and I'm sitting. Everything you just said, I thought it was beautiful when Rhea said, "I'm." I feel disrespected because I respect you, so now I'm gonna beat the respect out of you. But like paraphrasing,
Mhm.
that was along the lines of what she said. So I'm like, oh, she giving it back because she feels disrespected. Like she came out there to tell Charlotte, let's put on a great WrestleMania match. And here you go, Charlotte trying to be disrespectful. Which honestly,
Well,
it made the whole
was she
thing.
being disrespectful? Or was she just telling her how it is?
I mean, she just rebutted because Rhea came in a little hot with the like, oh, I beat you at the last WrestleMania. But I mean, in sports, they always say you as good as your last game.
Hmm. And last
So
time you ran it with her, you kind of choked.
yeah. So
Players
there's a
fuck
lot.
up. It's just how do you bounce back? And I think especially with Rhea, she wants to run it back. She needs to run it back. She wants
At
to
this
solidify
stage,
herself
while she's
as
at her
the top of the
strongest.
food chain,
Yeah.
undisputed.
But you know why I don't want to see it? Because I feel like Charlotte's not at the top of her game.
No, she's not there yet. She's just getting her sea legs back, so it's not a fair matchup.
Yeah, so this is why I don't really want
Now,
to
now
see
if
this.
Charlotte could stay healthy, next year's Mania, okay, different story. Because Charlotte's been out there, she's back into form. This one, no. where the money match is, like we touched on. This state of Charlotte, even though it may not be her at 100%, let's see where Tiffy is, where she stands against the upper echelon of the division, against the queen of the division. It may not be her purest of form, but it's still the queen present. And if you can't beat her in her vulnerable state, then maybe you ain't someone that we see long term.
Mm.
That could be a possibility.
It
It's a
could be
fucked up
though.
one, but it's one that can't go unnoticed.
I mean, I didn't really think like that moment was gonna hit. Like they probably anticipated to hit like a few years ago. Like, oh, a few years ago, I think everybody loved Charlotte. Like, I don't think Charlotte
I think folks popped at the idea of Tiffany and Julia, and then aside from that, it was the usual stuff we've heard out of Charlotte and Rhea. There's nothing special about the back and forth.
and it just
We've
doesn't
heard
help.
we've heard you say this for everybody. We've heard you say this with everybody. We've already seen you two one on one at back to back manias. Yeah, we're Charlotte. You just came back. We're good off this match right now.
And the comeback didn't even look like
It was, eh,
we didn't see. All we seen was a super kick and some chops.
it was at best. I
Yeah.
said we've seen a lot more out of both of them. This wasn't even fully into first gear. This was we just put the key to ignition to see and it's still there. And right now, folks are just they're okay with it, but everyone knows that there's much more to be done. There's much more business to be conducted if it's either with Tiffany and then again, folks were entertained by the idea of maybe a Julia, but again, the money fight is with Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah. We got AJ Styles moving on over to Raw. We kind of had touched on that shit earlier.
Hmm.
That was the next segment after the ladies right there. Seth Rollins comes to the ring.
And this is where business picked up.
Oh wee.
He got first
How'd you feel
off,
about this?
again, this is one of the few times where his ring gear was on point, and I felt like it matched the character he was trying to portray. So he got multiple birds with one stone with this one. The stilettos, I get it, whatever. I don't care anymore. But just some of the stuff he was laying down, right off the bat, the architect has an agenda.
Mm.
Now, for those remember about 10 years ago, look up the architect, and his history will tell you everything you need to know about this moment in time with this rendition of Seth fucking Rollins. He ran down everyone's favorite who's who, and he gave his sentiments on their performance in the Rumble. And he also shared his current feelings towards them as a person. Two people in particular, his hatred towards CM Punk and his hatred towards our tribal chief, Roman Reigns.
Oh wee.
Now, it was announced earlier in the evening that Roman Reigns will be out indefinitely due to some undisclosed injuries. Seth jarred that noodle of his a few times with several curb stomps, one of them being with both feet, another one being off the steel steps. That man was on some timing. That man was out for blood. So it's likely we might get Roman versus Seth at Mania, which again, I'm not mad at. That match doesn't need a championship. That match could plausibly main event by itself. Let's be honest.
Mm-hmm.
This is a blood feud over a decade in the making. The man that broke up the Shield, the two chosen ones of Vince McMahon of recent memory, two former world champions, two respectively two future first ballot Hall of Famers. This is the 1A and 1B of this generation of WWE. This is the Triple H Shawn Michaels. This is the Shawn Michaels Bret Hart. This is the Dave Batista Randy Orton. It this is the fight to see. Now where CM Punk falls in that is flip a coin on that one. But you can also spin the block one last time at WrestleMania. CM Punk versus John Cena.
Mm.
A mat a matchup that essentially kept the dark ages of WWE above water. That's just the fact of the matter. There's a lot you can do with all four of these men, but if the Mania plans is Roman versus Seth, I'm all for it because this is a matchup that Roman needs on his road to getting championship gold back, whether that's beating Cody or whoever beats him, or if Roman has to show Gunther who God really is. And there's no wrong answer with either one of them.
Nah, that's facts.
Because if Gunther meets God mode, then he's gonna learn real quick that yeah, he may be on a certain level, but there are several levels above. Like Roman Faber said, there's levels above greatness.
I thought it was interesting that like we do solidify kind of maybe three of our participants. Did you catch what Seth Rollins told Sami Zayn in that promo? He's like, "Go beat CM Punk so I could meet you out there in the chamber."
And it was funny that he's already calling his shot.
Yeah. I mean, that's
N-
probably premature. That stuff that we don't like, that little like, you know,
Imagine if Seth Rollins loses that match. What does that do to Seth Rollins?
I think he'll be in.
I don't.
Mm.
Again, I think the pride consumes him. He gets overzealous. He gets caught.
I think you need a person like him that's athletic. If you talk about CM Punk, Cena, that's already two old dudes.
Okay. Do we know who Seth's opponent is yet?
Nah, but I'm saying
Okay. Okay. So
it don't
let me
really matter.
let me post. It don't matter.
It
Okay, I'll
don't
give you one
matter.
that matters. What if it's Penta? What if Penta beats Seth to go to the chamber?
Mm. And
I
then
rest my
I mean,
I
they
rest my
gonna
case.
have Logan in there, so you gonna miss a chance to have Seth Logan in there with each other too in the chamber.
I'm just putting up plausibilities. Logan ain't even confirmed in the match.
He got to face Rey Mysterio.
Yeah,
Next week.
like I said, you could have Penta and Ray running back one last time in there. Again, I'm more interested in Logan and Penta than Logan and Seth, to be honest.
I think somehow Drew get up in there. He been too quiet. They ain't
It,
mention
it
him.
could it could be Drew versus Seth tomorrow next week.
That'd be crazy. See, that'd be crazy. Cause
But
now it's either or.
I don't see Seth in this match. I can see Punk maybe causing some shenanigans next week, but I
You
don't
know
see
who I
Seth
don't see in
advancing.
this match? Roman.
No. No, and that's why I don't see Seth in this match, because the Mania match to me, that's obvious, is Seth and Roman, a match that I've been calling for the last year since Roman lost to Cody. Many of y'all call me crazy for that one, but look what's on the table now. Don't y'all look
Mm-hmm.
stupid?
Mm-hmm.
I've been telling y'all, the minute the OTC loses that championship, he's gonna try to get back every loss, everyone that did him dirty. And suspect number one, the golden goose of that, is his brother, Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins and Jey Uso are the only victories that he's never earned. Those are the only two blemishes on his near perfect record. He's avenged everybody else but those two. And he can't get to Cody unless he gets through these two.
It's gonna be interesting for sure. Wow.
Buckle up, kids.
I honestly thought too that Sami Zayn would have kind of won somehow, be only for the factor of I'd have thought like Seth would have involved himself in this match and cost the CM Punk. But I give it to CM Punk. At this age, he's been in the Hell in a Cell, War Games, and the Elimination Chamber match. Hell, he's probably quietly doing the Cena on the low. Like, shit.
What if Paul Heyman asks or begs Seth Roll or CM Punk to use that favor to help the tribal chief? What if the wise man tries to play puppet master to try to egg on CM Punk to either help
I
or
don't think
screw
Punk
Roman
going for
Reigns?
that. I don't think Punk going for that.
But again, Punk wants the top of the mountain by any means necessary. If the wise man's already in cahoots, Roman is exposed.
Yeah, it could be a little something.
And Paul's been known to do that over the years. I said, with this favor alone, there's a lot of routes that can go with it. And almost all of them make crystal clear, picture perfect sense to where they're almost too good to be true. Which is the beautiful thing about this story that is the bloodline that we've had the privilege of witnessing over the last 5.5 years. This story has long passed the tall tales of the NWO. This story has seen unprecedented feats of excellence that we didn't think was logically possible.
Oh yeah, facts.
And just when we think that they're ready to head to that final chapter, they unveil another book that probably gives them potentially another 6 months to 3 years of longevity. And we haven't even involved the women yet. There's members of the families currently that are signed that we haven't involved yet. So what does that tell you?
Mm.
The people that are currently in play still have 6 months to 5 years left of stories to tell before bringing everybody else.
Chee-hoo!
This story is generational.
Mm-hmm.
Let that sink in, folks. It's here for a good time, and it's here for a long time.
I'm not gonna lie, it was a better episode of Monday Night Raw. I didn't have no complaints. Felt good.
They
And
laid the they're setting the table of what's to come for Mania, which I'm glad.
I went into this Monday Night Raw episode on very minimal sleep. I barely slept the night before, and I had a fun time watching the show. I couldn't have said that back a couple months ago. It was times where it was rough to watch on the USA Network, even when it was on 2 hours. Tonight
But
was
this
fun.
but this 2.5 on Netflix, it seems just right.
Yeah, it's seeming appropriate. I'm not gonna lie, because it gives you time to gather everything, and it don't feel like everything is just dragging. They got to what the point of the night was. That's what I like.
Hmm. We are on the road to WrestleMania. To many, the vision may be very clear, but to most of us, we're just here along for the ride.
Oh yeah. Anything else you want to say before we get up out of here?
Oh, of course. Again, real quick, to those that joined me and my exuberant reactions to the Royal Rumble, I thank you. It means the world to me. I look forward to doing more of those as the PLEs come along. But also, again, follow my brother at AC the King. You're welcome to follow me on all media platforms. We are here for a good time. We're here for all conversations. We welcome all conversations. Do not be shy.
Yeah, I'm definitely on board with that. Y'all see what it is. Appreciate y'all. Y'all know how we gonna let y'all go for the evening. We gonna throw that song up, gonna throw that graphic up, and y'all chill out, man. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, comment. Keep this shit going for us. Let's go. Off the hip,
Think they
baby.
lost the script. We got some shooters. Ah, this. Off the hip. Off the hip. Off the hip. Off the hip. Chillin' at the head of the 10.